if we're getting
Alright.
underway.
Yeah, let me grab a drink. Everybody grab drinks.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna like way more little arty bits while we wait. Hey,
Grab
thank you,
drinks,
Reaper.
grab food, grab yourself a quick fap.
No,
Whatever.
No, that takes more.
yeah,
I can't do that quickly.
Come on, I make love to myself for like an hour, basically.
Need to practice.
Yeah, guys, I'm really good at sex. I can finish super fast. One of my favorite statements.
It's pretty good.
I'm super quick and good at sex. Belt tone, I think it is. Yep.
It's too bad. It's too bad I'm not playing a Vitalist in this game, so I could super buff your trash shark into being
Into a behemoth of doom.
ridiculous. Do you want to be a huge a huge sized double raging chainsaw wielding murder monster? That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
it sounds like my jam.
Goddamn fucking daylight savings.
It was daylight saving.
Come on, man, that happened on one of the Sundays that happened.
Yeah, but it doesn't shift 2 hours. Fucking Christ.
You're right, it didn't shift 2 hours. What happened to you? Did you fall in a time loop?
No, I set my fucking clock 1 hour earlier instead of 2 hours earlier, which you shouldn't have been. Fucking always fucks me.
That's just the way of life sometimes.
Back. I told you could squeeze a quick fap in there.
What did you think of, Lily? And what position was I in?
Pole position.
Nice. I seriously need to do pole dancing lessons. That'd be so fucking fun.
It's not the pole position I was thinking.
Yeah, but I know. And then I immediately thought of the pole position I would like to be a part of. Your Borkers have gone a little bit abstract again.
There's a pole dancing like instruction or teaching place in my town. It's tucked away in the back near where the old theater used to be.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near a place that does aerials, but my friend does, and she's fucking really good at it. Jesus Christ. She's stacked like a fan goblin.
That's pretty stacked.
They tell thee not a joke.
When did I leave the fucking roll 20?
I don't know. When did you leave the fucking roll 20, Lily? That's very inconvenient.
Yeah. The fucking tab closed on itself. Or I closed it accidentally.
I mean, I know which one is more believable.
I know, it probably closed on itself. I shouldn't blame myself.
There was nothing you could have done about it.
I think I'm gonna be sending along that package. I think at the end of this week. Then let's go.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff in this time. More than last time. I don't remember how much I put in the last one.
It was a decent number of packs. Consider me tickled with anticipation.
Can I be sending you magic cards?
No.
Snacks.
Snackeroos.
Oh, I heard pack.
Yeah, packs are snacks.
There's one thing in there that I hope keeps well enough.
I mean, I was surprised at how well the rest kept. I'm also endlessly amused that there is a chocolate bar called O. Henry.
They're not that good.
Yeah, they are. They're great.
I like O. Henry's.
No,
Yeah.
I do not care for them.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
You haven't had an O. Henry?
O.
No.
Henrys are different in the U.S.
Are they?
Yeah, they don't get
They
chocolate
are
in
not
the
the
US.
same. They are not the same candy bar.
No American chocolate is the same. You guys don't even get proper cream eggs. That's so depressing.
You also have a different kind of chocolate.
Yeah.
Like you guys also use a different kind of chocolate for your chocolate bars. It's like more waxy.
I still remember when Hershey's tried to get a law passed to be able to call something with zero cocoa in it chocolate. They tried to get that one passed legally, and they just barely were denied. It has to have at least 3% chocolate in it to be referred to as chocolate, which I think Hershey's is stuck to this fucking day.
See, what I blame Cadbury
Why?
because the American chocolate companies made a deal with Cadbury.
To be
That
shitter than us?
Cadbury-
Than the English Cadbury?
Yeah, that Cadbury can't like sell their shit here,
That's
and they would sell
a shame.
their own stuff.
That is a shame for you.
So, fuck you guys for fucking us over.
Too bad. So sad. You've seen Kinder Eggs in liquor stores lately?
Also, what is a Canadian O. Henry? Because American O. Henry is kind of like a Snickers bar type. It's chocolate, peanuts, like a nougat.
It wasn't nougat. It wasn't hard caramel in the middle of them. I've forgotten now.
There's caramel in it, yeah.
But it did definitely have the nut and the chocolate.
Yeah, so it's probably not that different.
Probably flavor-wise better, but anyway. As opposed to getting into depth on the how you guys got screwed in chocolate by the superior Cadbury company.
Yeah, I want to get into that because fuck you guys.
Alright, I'll just keep drawing Crasher then.
No, we can get underway.
I have a picture I can show you.
Although
No, I'll be surprised. That sounds good to me.
No,
No, you mean
we all know in 15 minutes. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, is that are you
Oh,
awaiting
yeah.
that inevitability?
You're third. This is the
You
difference.
know it's gonna happen. It always happens at 8.
Here,
Oh, God.
that picture there.
Okay. Which one's which?
American is on the left.
Okay.
No,
That's the internal difference between the two.
that looks like a whole lot more depressing. The one on the left. It's all small and stuff. Although it does at the same time look less like feces, so it's like a
apparently,
hard trade-off.
From what I can tell, like the American ones are divided into two smaller bars.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
See, so we can pace ourselves
Uh,
and not get diabetes as fast.
Good one. You tell funny
Get it
jokes.
twice as fast because obviously, if something's smaller, that means you can eat more of it, right?
Exactly.
Funny.
Also, it's vanilla fudge that's in the middle of it.
Yum, 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 yum.
That's what it is.
Anyway. Let us do the thing.
Anyway.
Let us do the thing.
Who would like to recap us?
Well, considering it
Bedford,
was,
go.
very Godford-centric, I believe it's his recap.
What?
You love talking, go for
We
it.
snuck. We went off to where was it? It was Shabil.
Shabelle, yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So we went to Shabil to get a new waifu because I had a vision quest. And Paraiba was like, yeah, there's somebody there who I thought she wanted to kill herself and go join Shawa, but apparently that wasn't the case.
You thought you literally thought her idea of ending it was fucking swallowing a gun. I want to leave this place, and by place you thought Mortal Coil.
Yeah, because she also said she wanted to go be in Shawa's harem, and that's like the afterlife.
She said she didn't say she wanted to be in Shawa's hair.
Essentially, she said she wanted to be
wanted her own
she wanted a harem To make him
No,
proud.
but
Like,
then
literally, she
she
spoke
goes,
of
"I
being a
could
priestess,
afford-"
of Shaman
See,
priestess.
obviously I don't. I don't think she said priestess in the original.
No, probably not in the original
Thing of a
sense,
dig.
but
We didn't learn it. We didn't learn about that in my vision. That was a
considering
that
you were
was
the
recent.
only person who thought that she was trying to find someone who would commit glorious euthanasia for her, I think that it was still a misconstruence on basically only your part.
Hey now.
You're a rock
You're an
star.
all-star.
Damn it! Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Fucking nerds.
I don't know. But whatever. We found her, and now she's gonna be ours as long as we find the city of gold.
Mm-hmm. El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Hey, at least we get what, 20% of the take from the City of
15.
Gold?
I think what you
Pretty sure
remembered
it's-
was 30%, guys. I'm pretty sure we're getting 30.
I mean, I remember.
I
like,
distinctly
half
remember
season.
like 60%,
but
actually. Most of it's
It
worse.
was. It was 80-20.
Yeah.
I
Us,
think we're getting
isn't it?
120%.
No, sadly, we give 120%.
They're paying us to go find it.
We're paying
no,
them
it
to go
was-
find it for them.
It was 15.
Cool.
It's at 85. You argued for 20, but we failed the roll.
We?
Yeah, because I helped.
Ugh, oh, fair enough. Yeah.
He rolled instead of me because Parab is a terrible businessman and would have been fine with 10%. Because that's still more money than she can probably spend.
Fair. Although it's going into the city and, like, not us, and then it doesn't go as far. Sorry, the town. It'll be a city one day.
I mean, we get to take whatever we want. Whatever we can carry.
Just fucking chests under the arm.
Parab can carry a
I was
lot
gonna say, you have a pretty decent carrying capacity.
and can't be encumbered.
Yeah.
Yes, make the cripple carry everything.
Yeah, except everyone knows that her crippled legs give her retard strength for lifting, so, you know.
My crippled legs made a rock. I can just lean on it and not get tired.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll carry your shit.
At least for a little bit.
Yeah, should have done it to the beat.
Yeah, I know, I can be bothered.
But anyway, yeah. Thank you for that recap.
It was the good shit.
I think.
I believe Nie's maids have arrived at La Castle.
Yep.
She's introducing them all. Introducing them to her second in command, Flaum. You know, secondary master of the house. He has a Scritches regiment that must be, you know, relatively firmly adhered to, but otherwise he's a pretty lax business person.
Just needs belly rubs
Yeah.
every
Lots
hour
of-
on the hour.
Lots of belly rubs.
Dings the bell, belly rubs happen. Satisfied. Very satisfied.
Tosses the person who gave him a belly rub a gold piece.
He's a rich doggo.
Barks at them to get themselves something nice.
Yeah. Flaum,
Hi.
how much money
Hi,
you
doggo.
toting? Yeah, Flaum's got nearly 1,800 gold pieces. He's doing well for himself.
You want to talk to people at home?
Real? Hi, doggo. Although more and more of them are losing their shit. Only understand.
They were
Down to 50. And no, we shan't see Goo today. We shall see someone
No,
else.
because I had to put the kibosh on the goo.
Yeah. The goo was kabugoshed.
Because the goo was a third-party class.
Yep. But it's okay, because we got something better that I rolled really badly on, but then was told I had to take point by, which made them actually better. For once, I didn't roll shit hot fire.
I meant to ask. You used the 25 point buy, right?
Maybe not. What grade number is 25?
The top one.
Then I did not. Oh my god.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put some more numbers in.
Did you use a less? You used like what?
I used a
15 or
low.
20
Yeah, I
point?
used the 20 point, I think. Maybe even 15?
Oh my god.
I still came out stronger than when it was a fucking random roll. 1 second while I just do some backwards
Yeah, I'm gonna
maths.
deal with the dog
Sure.
and cut off the ring phone
Before
call.
it happens, sure thing. I'm gonna do some backwards maths quickly. So it's -2, that would have been 10. And 14.
So we'll
14,
actually get started
5,
in like
16.
That's fine because my tea is still
2,
finishing.
2. I can take my wisdom up to 12. I think. Wait, why does that say 11 when I've got 10? Let's just hit that recalc button. Okay, okay. I need to bring up. Yep, sure, blurred roger. Let's pull out Pathfinder point by calc. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, so let's see here. What did I end up on? So it was 10, 14, 14, 12, 10, 16. No, I did a different one there. Okay. What the fuck were my modifiers? Oh no, I also had an ASI, so I had one number down lower. Wasn't that one? Was it this?
Shouldn't we have 2 ASIs? Or are we only level like
We're only
7?
level 7. There we go. Okay, so it was 10, 14, 13, 12, 10, 16
I mean,
before ratios. So I was short 5 points. Oops.
You were in fact short 5.
Shwenya. Gonna roll slightly better. Ooh, no. Okay, I can tip my wisdom up by a point and my constitution up by like a bunch. So that becomes 17.
God, I can't even
14,
imagine
15,
how ridiculous a
12,
mythic
11.
vitalist would be.
Okay, numbers fixed.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Now, oh no.
What bloodline? I went with Arcane. Yeah, I suppose I can bring up the full art of her. It was a rush job, but Dart, she blows. Shuriken. With a multicolored swimsuit bra because it was fun. Here's a friendly shirt. Yeah, that's correct. This character has no mystic level, mythic level even. They are a level 7 basic. There is nothing special about her abilities. She is a cutie. She is weak, but she's got some fun tricks. For one, she's a rager, which will give her some strength, and she's a luntai, which means that she can also temporarily become an even bigger, fiercer monstrosity. And considering my usual weapon of choice is a finesse weapon, I obviously needed some kind of stupid strength weapon that wasn't just my bare hands. And I went with a chainsaw. I'm not proficient in the chainsaw, but when your ability score goes that high, you don't need to be. Her strength increases by 8 if she does both rages. She has, yeah, some rhino armor that lets her add 2d6 to charges. Bloop. And she has a tri-shot pistol that has the calling enchantment on it, and the word that you use is draw, because I thought that was hilarious to win, you know, like a quick draw by saying draw and the gun is in your hand. She isn't technically retired yet, though, Reaper. She'll be retiring in this session, and taking on someone to live in Castle Stalenwald and pay rent, so that she doesn't. So she has like a consistent income that doesn't involve her risking her life continuously, and that of her sweet Flaum, who went down and very close to death on one occasion. Yeah, she's got a castle. And she's got like an initial like influx of gold to sit on her laurels with, to enjoy with her cute maids, but you know, that money will eventually run out, so what better thing to do than, you know, let an adventurer live in your castle and pay money to stay there. And if they die, then you just liquidate half their belongings, give half to the party, and use the rest yourself to continue paying rent until someone else comes along. It's genius.
That's part of their rental agreement.
Yeah, it's part of the contract. Like, if you die, half of your goods are liquidated for rent. The other half, of course, goes to the party, because, you know, that's how that goes. Yeah, she, you know, impulse bought a castle and realized, wait a second, I just completed my character arc. And also then, out of character, she's really, really strong. She's like really, really strong and very hard to kill, and so is Flaum. And maybe she had enough of the party shit, possibly? I don't know, she'd like mostly got along with them. But she is, at her heart, a pragmatic, if sociopathic individual with very inherent trust issues. But it's cool. Everything's fine. I might make a fun joke of giving away some of Ibri's money to Nie, just so that I can add like wings to the castle, or like a landing pad for like small airships and shit like that. Just make it more fantastic as the game goes on. Yeah, she's got a reasonably decent BAB, because Blood Rages get a good BAB, which is nice. Except for the rest of their, like, very inherently requirement-heavy stat spread. Like, you need strength, you need con, you need some dex because you lose all your AC, you need charisma for your spellcasting stats, and because you're skint on skills, you need int, because it's also still, you know, it's a spellcaster class, and so you need access to knowledges. It's like, basically, you have wisdom for a dump stat, but I hate taking wisdom as a dump stat, so I just average across the board. Apart from con now, because I point bought a little bit cheaply by mistake. Wait, in my AS I can be the one into con. Boop. Boop.
If you're ever wondering what stuff to do, you can for your mythic stuff, you can take ASIs as mythic abilities.
Oh, I mean, I want to take a mythic feat. I at least want to take the one that lets me do both my rages at once as an immediate action, because that's hilarious to, from a standing position, just Hulk out immediately.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Mythic feeds. Mythic.
I guess while we wait for it, Ellie can look up mythic stuff. Mythic. Mythic. Drag UFO. God, I hate how bright this background is. Okay. What's the thing for playing a... Oh, we've got mythic heroes. So yeah, before I was the Hierophant, and they were ridiculously good. They were too good.
Okay, job's been dealt with.
Have been dealt with? Did you get your ring?
Cool.
No.
Then it'll be in a minute or so once you get talking again.
They probably will call. I did fucking text them, say I've already dealt with the dogs, but they'll probably call anyway.
Fair enough.
Tell me what I already know.
Yeah.
So, Nie is settling into her castle.
Yeah.
And is she going into hibernation?
I mean, she's not technically hibernating, but she...
Is she going to eat a whole lot of food and shove a butt plug made of dirt up her butt and go to sleep for a year?
Why of dirt? She has a sex slave. It's a cute Borka, and that's got a knot, which generally solves a lot of problems.
Just shoves a sex slave.
Yep, got a knot. There you go. Knot solved. Hibernation time.
For like 6 months
Yep.
while she sleeps.
Yep. They're just on a constant flood of drugs just to keep them going.
The sex slave is just like, well,
Just gotta read
it's a living.
read a book. A nice nap. Occasionally
think I
reach
forgot.
orgasm.
I think I forgot my second. I forgot my second mythic feat.
That's foolish of you. Wait, didn't you do like a second thing to your artifact or whatever the fuck it was?
No, that's the path
Oh,
ability.
Okay.
That's different. That's separate.
Separate and sacred.
Parete.
But yeah, no, Nie has, come to the realization that she genuinely has achieved her goals as a character in this place. She went off to the new world because she was sick of where she was. She was very successful, bought a castle, has a whole bunch of cute maids, sexual partner, has an adorable haunted chandelier. And, she's come close to death, like, vaguely recently, at least a bit, and so has Flaum. So she would like to retire, and she would like to instead make her money out of, adventure or rent payments.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I did pick it. I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, Nie puts out the message and sees if anyone is interested in taking up her totally fair and 100% reasonable terms.
Hunnits.
Yeah, totally. And as well, I hastily finished their art like a bit ago today, and flung the token over, and all was good. Question is, I suppose, Lily, how does this person turn up? Be it by sea, be it by land or sky?
They will turn up on the next transport, which happens to be rolling in today.
Woo! Very convenient.
Yay!
Yes.
So yeah, Nie then will probably head off to where there happens to be alcohol and food. She'll leave Flaum in the company of the
Safe
maids
haven.
to keep the place. Yeah, exactly. She'll leave Flaum to, keep an eye on the place, enjoy the company, help the maids go through the, initial training, to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. AKA, can they do good belly rubs and find the best place where the belly rubs is best? Turns out that yes, they can.
Okay.
Yeah. I make my merry way off to Safe Haven and wait to see if adventurers will drift into this place.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Multi-adventurer drifting.
Question
remember-
is then, would Shark Person go to Safe Haven or Haven's House of Pancakes?
At the outset, a pancake place doesn't sound like it does at alcohol. I feel like that's a safe bet.
Fair enough.
Although this character...
It's your character too.
Yeah,
so I mean,
exactly. I'm trying to think. Would she be a drinker or immediately go to the pancake house? I think she's flat broke, and getting a beach of fun time is too expensive. But she can probably bum a drink or two.
Okay. So yeah, some newbie adventurers will roll in, strutting in like they're hot shit.
Mm-hmm. None of them fail the pinch test, which is where you pinch their love handles and see how much squish you gather.
No, some do.
Oh, okay.
Some fail.
They cry like little babies.
They have not, been hardened by the Fey Wilds.
Yep.
They've been living too good.
Yeah.
It's Falia.
Well, there is at least one person who would stand out as being an obvious adventurer. It might be the fact that they're actually armed with gear that isn't like, basic bitch, you rolled your 10 times 40 gold starting gear.
And what person would this be? Describe them to us.
They would be a about 7 foot tall shark person with slightly rough pink skin, vaguely, gingery orange hair, big bright yellow eyes, and sharp sharky teeth, and a very long tail. Got a D-cup chest and a bouncy rear. Got some weapons at their belt, a chainsaw resting on a bag, a little beneficial bandolier, also probably resting around the hips as well. And they look pretty tooled to roll. And they would be a Rokea Luntai. Rokea Luntai. They speak Common, Luna, and Sruk. Their homeland is the sea, and they worship Durin, who I believe is an oceanic dragon god.
The really unfortunately named.
Yeah. I mean, if that's your fetish, it's fine, but don't try and push any of that on me.
At least he's not a yellow dragon.
Yeah, I think it's purple. I don't remember.
Bark.
Yeah, and that is her in a nutshell. And she would introduce herself as Abri. And Abri will go through...
Abri or just Bri?
Abri. A-B-R-I-I, Abri. And yeah, she'll pass rigorous testing. And then on displaying a interesting secondary set of skills, head back to the castle and display an entirely otherwise known speciality. She's good at sex. You can probably feel the thumbs up in the air. And will be deemed as a pass. At which point Nie will write her a little note, and she will carry it until she finds a member of the party, having had them described to her and their usual hidey holes. You'll have the addition of that is assuming that they have, not yet again transformed themselves into something otherworldly and strange.
I mean, that hasn't happened much.
Yeah, it's happened a lot of times. There are definitely occasions where she has gone to her home, or in some cases to the castle, and then the very next day, one of you is an angel, or one of you is a djinn.
I mean,
that happened overnight.
Weird day.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the change wasn't that bad.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was very sudden for something to just be an overnight change. Last time Nie did a transformative, it still involved an entire day of hard drinking.
I would bet the weirdest thing was when you met up with Paraiba and she had horse butt.
Yeah, that was a very sudden change. Yeah, she didn't start out.
though.
I mean, yeah, she did mention that she was going to do it, but it is quite surprising that just one day there's your crystal-legged friendo there who then suddenly the next day is a horseback.
There's your drunk friend saying, "I'm a horse body."
That's true, actually.
Up with them the next day and
I don't remember any of y'all being surprised when it happened.
No, that's true. It wasn't a
or acting remotely surprised.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that is because you had to that point spent a bunch of weeks just getting shit-faced on horse beers, trying really hard to grow the body and failing all the rolls. You'd spent a really long time wrecked and complaining about not having a horse butt yet.
I swear if I drink enough, I'm gonna get a horse butt.
Yeah, and then you did. We're like, oh, okay. Congratulations on your new horse butt, it worked. Boozer's magic.
Oh, it's magic. You know.
Never believe it's not so. So yeah, who would a Bree spot first?
Judging by the map, probably either No Beard or Paraiba.
Wasn't. Oh, she coming out of the bar.
Well, she would have been coming out of the
to this
castle.
bar.
She went from the bar to the castle and had her fun.
Slacker might have seen her come off the boat. Slacker was down by the docks, but other than that,
Yeah. Yeah, I think the floating jade centaur probably stands out the most as someone to go and approach.
Wait, I'm not floating, am I?
Your legs,
you got the wisp
you
legs.
got wisp legs.
I got. Spooked?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
vaporous, aren't they?
You're only floating when you stand still.
It makes it
Yeah,
look like
there.
it's
It
floating
only
at the
turns
very
into a
least.
cloud when I'm standing still. Otherwise, it's just kind of wispy feet.
That's fair, but I feel like
I'm
if I
wearing
feel like the description that is used to locate you is look for the floating
smoky
jade centaur.
hooves.
Yeah, you're kind of unique.
What's the castle equivalent of coming out of the closet and is coming out of the ecclesiarchy? What was that?
Also, wait, were there new shopping people or for the mall with this bunch?
Yes, but no.
Yeah, there should be, but none were actually created, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, that absolutely slipped my mind.
Oh well. Such is
That's
the way
where
of
Brenda
things.
would have been going.
Yeah, I can pull shit out of my ass. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Okay,
You guys,
Uh-huh.
repeat.
you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, while you're
Just reach down there.
while you're busy
Oh,
squatting.
that's where Paraiba will be in the mall.
Yeah, sure. Then you will be waved down by a big old shark girl. Hello there. Would you be Miss Paraiba?
I am.
There it is.
There it is.
Hey! 15 minutes late.
She told them you don't have to call, like, handle the dogs. She's like, oh, they'll call anyway, just a bit later maybe. And there they go. Right the fuck away.
Paraiba will look up, wondering where the noise is coming from. No. Drown out as if distracted by a sound that only she can hear.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, yes, who's asking?
Why, hello there. My name would be Abri. I am, Miss Nie's new stand-in.
Oh, wonderful. She passingly mentioned something about having a renter.
Well, that would be the agreement. I get to live in a sweet castle with a moat. And in exchange for that, she gets a little bit of my earnings to keep the maids all fed.
I mean, that castle is pretty sweet.
It is. It definitely stands out. I thought she was rather crazy when the offer was made, but she proved to be quite convincing.
Ah,
This is a very big
I
dog.
imagine. Brad will make it look like dog wasn't what she was expecting at the end of really big.
I mean, she had one of those too, and that was fun. She'll shrug a little bit. But yes, I suppose, once everyone is at the point of moving on to the next destination, simply call on me and I'll be happy to come along.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go check out this mage tower that we checked before, but apparently we need to go back. Somebody wanted us to clear something or look for something we missed the first time.
Okay then.
Then we're also going to see some unicorns. Fun times.
Also interesting. Is there anything that I should know then about these towers or these unicorn people?
If there's a big, we got rid of one of them, but if you see a big rainbow wall, don't touch it because they're
Okay.
bad. rainbow equals bad.
You know what? Let's find
We
out
had one of
just how
our-
much she knows. Oh, it sounds like a force wall. I'll be sure not to touch
Yeah,
any.
one of our
Sorry, I need to clear my
one
throat.
of our former party members touched one and went mad.
Would that explain why they are former now?
No, they just left, but they didn't die or anything. We just have a decent turnover for reasons unknown.
Well, hopefully I shan't be doing any turning over. I quite like to make rent. She'll give a big old smile.
I have two wiggly eyebrows.
She will smirk a little bit and look around the mall and stuff. Well then, I suppose I should meet some of the others. Do you know where they might be?
I apologize, I have no clue. I think Lacquer was waiting at the docks. You might have seen her on the way in.
I wasn't looking for her specifically at the time. I've only had her described in passing. You were certainly the easiest to locate. You stand out.
Thank you.
Or more to the point, I suppose, you
try.
float out.
Float out with your boat out.
Spook out. Floaty booty.
Mm-hmm. She's got a swooty booty.
Spook out with your spook out.
Swiggity swooty.
What? Huh? Eh?
Eh? Nani?
Oh, Lolly!
Can you pass your hands through Paraiba?
No.
No? Okay.
It becomes solid and gets slapped.
Okay. So you can't you can't snort Paraiba. Okay.
They offer no mechanical benefit.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to.
Being snorted off.
That they still tripwires and all that.
People rubbing their face in my butt,
Understandable.
especially hot ladies.
Also understandable. She will give a grin. I try not to mix. Inter-party pleasures, I believe.
That wasn't in character.
Okay. Then she does not say that.
I mean, unless the can you snort Paraibo was also in character.
Part of me feels like that's an academically curious enough question to ask. She has no idea what the fuck you actually are, but you started out as a green rock lady.
Which are a race.
Yes, exactly, but green rock centaur ladies with wispy ghost butts, however. No. Not familiar with that one. But yeah, she will say her goodbyes and see you laters. And possibly come across the infamous beardless one. No beard. I won't put the onus on a just woke up out of bed crazy Bob to do a whole bunch of roleplay all of a sudden. Brie will at the very least introduce herself to you, so that you are aware of herself and her capabilities should people come to things like fights and whatnot. You have to make crazy assumptions about her capabilities. She can vaguely barely do magic, which is always nice. Better than fuck all at the very least.
Have a chainsaw, will chop.
She does have a chainsaw and she will chop. I kind of want to see how much, like, how effective it is. 1 second, I'll just, like, crank her stats up by 2 rages. Yeah, immediately turns that strength score into a 20. And swoosh. Not bad. Not bad. Is a chainsaw two-handed?
I feel
yeah.
like
I
she
should
has-
hope so. You do not want to wield those one-handed.
Well, that depends. Do you bulk up a whole size category when you rage?
I don't think they. I know that Blood Rage doesn't increase my size, but let's see if Moon Rage does.
Moon Rage does.
They do indeed
If
grow a size category.
Then you can one-hand a two-handed weapon as of a medium size.
I mean, I might as
as a large
well
size
two-hand
creature.
with it because then I get a 1.5.
And you don't take the
The penalty
Penalty
with something that
for-
I'm already non-proficient in. Dude, I'm just gonna preemptively. What does 3d6 increase into? Does that go to 3d8? think
46.
46. And then is it 46 to 3d8? I forget how the... No, that doesn't sound right.
66.
Oh, okay. Alright, 46. Alright, so let's see what that actually is like with a swing. Alright, I lowballed the fuck out of it and came out at basically the same damage. So, you know what? That's good. That's promising right there. Yeah, I'll only use that when I'm double raging, otherwise I'm wank. I'm just worthless with it and will not hit. No diggity. Like, when I first built this character, because I rolled their stats and got so low, I couldn't take power attack. It was gated behind my low strength score. It was impossible. Yeah, I figure that just the chainsaw that she's always carrying around will just default be that one size category larger because it's fun like that. To imagine it's like, why don't you use that? Why? Because it's fucking stupendously big. And I'm not massive right now.
I believe the stuff grows with you.
Oh, then it would go from large to the size category up from that, which I wouldn't be able to wield, so... Alright, it's just a normal looking chainsaw. As normal as a chainsaw looks. I also don't know what glitching is.
But what is?
Glitching, as it's time worn.
Oh, I mean, the one you buy probably wouldn't be time worn unless you're like, yeah, I just want a shitty one.
Oh, okay, dope. What is it then, out of curiosity? I saw that was when I was looking around stuff.
Basically, like, it's old tech that you just find in ruins and just like, just shove a battery in it and get it working. And whenever you use it, if it's time worn, there's like a chance it can horribly backfire.
Ah. Very Blood Bowl chainsaw then. Was that you rolled a 1 on a d6? Looks like you hit yourself with that chainsaw. Well, that piece is dead.
Basically, every time you activate it, roll a 1d100. See what happens.
Why would you use a chain
Every-
sword when you can use a lightsaber? Because a lightsaber is a finesse weapon and your strength doesn't go into it.
But since there are like actual tech places here,
Yeah.
like it's only time worn if
I used
if
up a
it
good
says
roll.
that.
I used up...
There's a 50% chance that a time worn object will malfunction whenever it's used.
That's a really horrifyingly high malfunction chance right there.
You also don't want to buy a time worn. Well, default time worn because you can't recharge them.
Fair enough. You can get batteries and
That's
stuff.
why they're double cost. So you can sell them and just buy regular magic items.
That makes sense. Yeah, they are. It's nice gear. I was like, this person swims. Why would they take a gun? I was like, because both the gun can be summoned to my hand, and I can summon ammunition into the gun, so I don't have to fuck around with loading underwater.
I mean, the real problem would be firing underwater, but magic can solve that.
It's an enhanced weapon. They're sprung for cold iron, but that's basically all my shit. A nice bandolier. Fun armor that makes charging better. Furious lightsaber, chainsaw, and a cold gun. Oh yeah, and thingy crystals. Some weapon crystals. Can't say no to an extra dice. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I suppose then after doing the necessary introductions with No Beard, I will move on to Laka. What was she up to? What'd she do?
I'm waiting at the boat at the docks, waiting for my priest to disembark from the fucking boat.
Oh, yeah.
This is the boat he should be arriving on.
Yeah. He's totally there.
Okay.
Dope. Did you already build his church? Oh, there it is. Kneel before Hod.
Let's send over there.
Yep.
So when you find her, she's just talking to someone at the docks. One of the other people that was on the boat with you.
Yeah, fair enough. That nervous priesty looking boy who sounded like he was getting scammed, frankly.
Does stand out with the glowing head.
Yeah. Yeah, as you do. Hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, hello.
Yes, you must be Laka?
That is correct.
Well, Laka, my name is Abri, and I am here in capacity as Nie's replacement and your new companion.
Nia did say something about retiring. A shame. She had a good head on her shoulders, and we'll miss her. And you are the replacement?
That's correct, and I believe evidence of a good head is knowing when to get out, and she has a castle.
I suppose that's true. I hope you will be a suitable replacement for her. What is it that what can you do?
Get very angry, chop things up, do a little magic and shoot a gun. Just a teensy bit angry. And I disrupt opposing casters.
It's a wide variety of skills.
I like to think so. She will indicate her belt of goodies. I also happen to be, as you might expect, an adept swimmer.
Yes, I gathered that. Well, I am a mind mage myself. And I hope you do not take offense, but I am also a vampire.
Oh, no, I'm not particularly bothered by matters of undeath. Although it was stressed to me repeatedly that I should be trying to kill a frog with a small frog on its head.
Yes, that is that is in our contract. Yes.
Yes, it was
assuming
written
you
in.
assuming
Yes.
you say then you signed the same one. Yes. Apparently he crossed our group a number of times and stole a number of things from them, so they want him dead.
Understandable, I suppose.
He is a kill on sight.
Interesting. He must be quite threatening.
I suppose so. I have yet to encounter him.
Well, I can only assume an individual who has drawn the party's ire so must be a fearsome individual. It would be unlikely that they would die out there in the woods.
Have you been shown around the town yet?
Not in particular. I went to Safe Haven and then to the castle. I visited them all, and that's where I first met Paraiba. I came across No Beard walking outside of a parlor. That, I believe, is it.
Well, if you don't mind, I can show you some of the city if you like. Was about just to leave with our companion here and show him to his new quarters.
Oh, I see. You're the mysterious... She'll pause. You're the giant who told him to come here? Sounded like a scam, if I'm honest.
a translator body,
Okay.
temporary form that I was given. Yes.
Not sure that I've come across one of those before, but fair enough.
It is a service that we have up on the hill at the expeditionary camp fort.
Very well.
Wait, no, that's down here, not
The
at the
translator is in there.
Oh, it's over there. Oh, I thought they were in the same
translator's
place.
No.
Oh, the
Separate people.
translator. Okay. So the translator's a service in further into the city. Lets you go to a place where you get a temporary body.
Interesting. I would much rather be in my own in such cases, but fair enough.
Yes, abilities do not unfortunately don't translate. You have whatever the body you are given has. It can be inconvenient.
Very unfortunate. I don't think my powers would work in another body, yes. Or at the very least, I imagine what I would do would be get pointlessly angry instead of usefully angry.
Well, if you don't mind, I can take you on a tour of the city if you like.
That would be much appreciated.
Wonderful. What was the priest's name? Well, I don't remember if I got his name. Is Third even here? Third you here? There you are. Reginald. Okay.
Reginald.
Was that his name?
No.
Good old Reggie.
Good old Reggie.
Reginald.
Yeah, write these things down at the time, and then I use my note.
Yeah. That's why I just don't write anything down in my game.
And just make up brand new names. Then you find out that on rare occasions you did write it down, and you realize that you now have to retcon or keep whatever it changed to.
Yep.
I mean, it's already retconning it when you come up with a new name.
This is true.
Reggie.
Unless you did it because you didn't think you did in the first place, and then you find out that it was in fact a retconning. And they had an entirely sensible name instead of whatever joke one you came up with offhand. But the joke is the one that stays. Just you wait, you're gonna find that his name is Corinze or something, and now he's being called Jeremy as he's led around the town. He's like, that's not my whatever.
Jeremy.
B-Subs
Jeremy.
with.
We can't have a Jeremy in a game without saving.
This is true. To drive him moderately insane.
Just like we can't have an Emma in a game without you.
That's true, and sometimes my own fault.
You gotta romance the Emmas.
Yep. They're all quite bangable.
The Emmas with the trans girlfriends.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Fucking, I wish I was attracted as that one. Fucking self-insert as fuck.
She was Tracer. What?
She was, yes.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Exactly.
I should have done the cavalry's queer.
It's true. It's true.
Should have done that.
As we discovered, it's only gay if DCL sucks Etienne's dick instead of you.
We're waiting on that.
Yep, it'll happen. You'll be able to score that aspiration in for experience points.
One day.
You heard about that, right, Kanathis?
No.
DCL is playing himself in Scow's game.
Himself as a vampire trained by Hedra, no less.
Yeah. Himself as a vampire trained by Hedra. And he has agreed to suck my trans girlfriend's dick.
Okay. Why did he do that?
Because he needed blood from her. And she was really drunk at the time.
She was really drunk.
She wasn't drunk, she was fucked up because you had also just fed on her. And drugged up, yes. She fed on you.
Because I had fed her some of my blood.
Yeah.
And that gets mortals really
fucked up.
Yeah, really fucked up. So
Right.
she was like, "I'll let you drink from me
That's
if you
right, yeah.
suck my dick."
At which point he agreed.
And he was desperate, so he's like,
Yeah.
fuck, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
I don't
fine,
think
fine,
DCL expected her to have a dick.
Didn't think she
Even
was
though
serious.
there's no reason for him to doubt it,
Yep. Yep.
considering he's been
I
in the
didn't
game
think she was serious.
since she was in.
Yep. She does in fact have a dingle dangle. It's good stuff. Yeah, they'll happily accept being introduced around the place.
All right. Come on, Reggie, let's go get you to your new home. So that over there is the Haven House of Pancakes. They make very good pancakes. You could get, if you take on their challenge, you can get your name and picture on the wall.
Do you get a free shirt?
No, but all the food you ate is for free.
Oh, that's handy. I should probably go do that.
If you need to order something, though, there's the Port Authority over there. There's a massage parlor, and then there's the Safe Haven. There's the Haven Mall, and where there's a lot of rotating shops. New people come in every so often. Up on the hill there's the Duracian Expeditionary Force. They handle a lot of the technology in the town.
Oh yes, I'm
Have any
familiar with the
needs for
Drasman's
that?
work.
If you have any need of their specialties, they're up there.
I'll let them know should I lose an arm.
I'll just take her around the town on a tour and then leave Reggie to get settled in at the church here.
Yep, and she'll ask about this whole chosen by God thing. How's that working out for her?
So far, so good. I acquired a priest for the Church of Hod, and it went well.
Fair enough. And that made you glowing?
Yes. My head started to glow, and not sure exactly what that means.
Fair enough.
I suppose I will be finding out sometime soon. Just how far this goes.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that a vampire bugger worships the god of the sun.
Yes.
I'm sure you get that a lot, though.
Sometimes.
I myself am a worshipper of Jurin. Probably not one you're familiar with.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, I've got so many knowledges. I am familiar with them, yes.
Oh, no surprise. I had not thought the dragon gods were entirely all that appeased or worshipped or known around here.
Well, I have a wide breadth of knowledge that I am able to call upon.
Convenient indeed. Knowledge is not my specialty. I could make the odd guess here or there, and vaguely tell what magics I'm looking at.
That is my responsibility, magic and knowledge.
Convenient. I will stick to smashing things. Or chopping things. Or smash chopping things. Or chop smashing them.
I will keep that in mind. Perhaps there's something I can pick up that can that can help with that.
You're a psionic, yes? Is there some kind of mind group thing I have to join on to?
No.
Not one of those kinds?
No. I was thinking more along the lines of pick you up and throw you at an enemy.
I'd prefer to do that with my own feet, but I won't turn down the opportunity occasionally. So magic doesn't particularly work well on me while I'm all frothy and angry.
Really?
Yes, it's rather a specialty of me.
Well,
I know.
it is something to try later, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose so. How exciting. Oh, my saves are not fantastic. Some might even say that they are terrible. My will save is +2.
Ouch.
I mean, it
Perhaps.
goes up while I'm raging, because I'm an arcane rager, but still. Holy shit.
Well, I can work around that. I have some power stones that can assist with that.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not like she's got legendary resistance, so you could throw her around all fucking day. Mythic or whatever it is, even. No, yeah, at least.
I don't even have that ability yet.
No. You haven't got Mythic Fastball Special.
I just didn't pick it up. No,
Fair enough.
I don't even have. I don't have it at all. Psychokinetic charge. If I
My 2 highest skills are
see.
swimming and sex. Followed closely by perception.
Swimming and sex.
Yep. And if you can get her to combine both, then, you know, she's double fantastic.
So if you land next to an opponent when I use this ability, you get to use an immediate action to make a melee attack.
That is
With a +2 bonus.
that is pretty dope.
So I can do it on my turn, and then you just get a free attack.
That's really cool. Oh my god. Are you able to do it while I'm large size is a question. Like right now she probably weighs
there are
about
no restrictions.
200 pounds.
There are no restrictions on size.
Wait.
No. It just
Oh,
launch an ally or yourself across the battlefield to anywhere within the power's reach.
Sick. Yeah, I mean, because she probably goes from being, you know, like 200 something pounds to like 300 pounds of
800.
large shark, and then all of her gear, which has gone up a size category, so like 500.
Remember, when you double in size, your mass multiplies by 8. So it's,
Oh, okay. It's quite big. Let's have a look here.
you have to account for all that increase in volume.
Yes.
Conservation of booty.
Conservation of booty, it's true.
Conservation.
You also have trickle down boobonomics.
I'm sorry. You could have done conservation of ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which was the strong. It was the stronger play.
You missed an opportunity.
It's true. Yep.
Let's see. I think I'll have to go and get that a power stone of that one then, of psycho charge.
Oh, does it even count as a charge? Because then my rhino armor makes it better. So you really do actually fastball special me.
That is why you get a +2 attack roll to the attack roll.
That's cool, because then that means I also add 2d6 to the attack. Sadly, that does not go up if my size increases, it's just always that. But it's a nice couple extra dice and an excuse for me to blindly charge into death all the time. Alright, so let's see. Yeah.
Furious plasma longsword. What does furious do?
Furious, it means for an actual, like when I'm raging, the weapons enhancement counts as a bit better. And if I need to make a check to like do something related to either like ending it or maintaining frenzy, it gives me the weapons enhancement bonus as an extra. Or if I ever decide I want to travel down Pathfinder's horrifyingly convoluted feat talent trees into some rage-based talents, then it will also apply as a modifier for those. I don't suspect I'll ever go that far, but you never know. It's nice to have an option. Trying to like moderately future-proof my capabilities there.
Quick, what should the third shop be? Somebody.
Fancy clothing. A wondrous
Definitely
gear.
not DCL's gunsmith cat.
Well, he hasn't designed that shit yet.
He has not done that yet.
That's why. Definitely not. Not even with a placeholder question mark.
Someone who sells pets. I don't know.
Oh, these is a lot.
Can't see the one for like how your weight changes when getting big and beginning.
Can't remember where
It's
I read
in
that.
the
I read it somewhere.
size and threatened area templates page.
That has just the ranges and stuff. It does not have weights. I think it might be an encumbrance and lift.
Maybe in the description for enlarged person then.
That was the first place I looked. Did not see it there. How heavy is a large character? A large character can be anywhere between 8 foot and 16, and their weight can be anywhere between 500 and 4K.
It's literally the first sentence of enlarged person.
Oh, okay, let's peep.
This spell causes instant growth of a human creature, doubling its height and multiplying its weight by 8.
Oh, okay, so yeah, no, I become a 1,000-pound shark.
Ton of shark.
I become a ton of angry frothing shark with a
And
chainsaw.
you're an imperial ton, maybe.
How many ends are in that ton, baby?
Metric tons are where it's at. That's 2,000 kilograms. I think.
You know, yeah,
Metric ton.
2,000 pounds. Ton.
Metric ton is 1,000 kilograms, 2,205 pounds.
Yes, a US ton is 2,000 pounds.
You're half ton.
2,000 pounds is 0.9 imperial tons. There you go. Getting learnt on. Or yeah, half a ton double NE. So yeah. Abri.
Anyway.
Abri the half-ton shark.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Abri, the half-ton shark.
Paraiba's a 10.
Paraiba is just.
That's because you're a horse.
Just a huge fucking beastie.
That's because you're a centaur. Yeah, you're.
She was heavy before she got.
She was.
Yeah, you're a centaur made of rock.
She was heavy.
2 V's.
Yeah, 2 V's. Heavy with 2 V's. Like a 2 C's. Not Howie.
Howie. Ooh.
Huey. No.
Fucking playing a Google named OO would be great. Just their face just default becomes that one.
Gotta be a furry.
Let's see.
No. Because then I would hate myself.
How much do you weigh normally?
I normally weigh 200 pounds.
Okay. That's well within my range anyway.
Yeah.
For show, I will telekinetic force and we'll just pick you up, spin you around once, and then put you back down.
Yep.
Just for show.
I will seem moderately pleased with myself when it doesn't like ruffle a single piece of my gear, because it's, you know, it's used to going underwater and like not floating away from me. You know, that's some other schmuck, all their fucking like coins and shit fall out of the pockets. But not Abby, she's ready.
If you want, I could just pick you up and shake you upside down.
I don't need the proof, thank you. I'd rather you did that to opposing factors as opposed to allied ones.
Well, if you insist.
I feel on this occasion I do. The last thing you want to do when I've got my froth on is to then become an aggressive individual towards me, because it's entirely likely that I wouldn't be able to keep myself from extending some form of involuntary violence.
I'll keep this in mind. I'll keep that.
Yeah. Lager will remember this. Don't shoot your ally in the back while they're raging, otherwise that might not be great for you.
It's fine. I just gotta pick you up and throw you at an enemy, and then
Yeah.
have them deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
They can deal with that problem.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna lift this problem, I'm gonna put that problem over there. And it'll be
If
fine.
you do shoot your ally in the back, make sure to kill them.
Yeah, you better hope to God it's either a disabling blow or a killing one. I have to get one of those, one of the Jarasnan tech heads to, like, fucking put a bomb in my skull. Just in case someone, like, rolls a nat 1 twice and shoots me in the ass. And just turn around and butcher them.
Oops.
So I'm gonna give them Marizio treatment.
Oh, come on.
Everyone in the party by this point has been hit in the ass by that goat.
Stop it.
Does your sorcerer have firebolt still?
Yes.
Cool. Just glad to know that one there is not off the table.
Nope. Still there.
Still there. Still probably gonna happen a bunch.
Might still happen.
You even managed to get a spell that you were able to cast without having to fire projectiles at people called Sacred Flame.
Yes.
You would still fire projectiles through many people.
I like fire.
It's fun, I know.
Oh, we could get you some dirt. We could get you some dermal plating.
Dermal plating? Isn't that a bit expensive? Like 8k gold or some shit?
It's like 4,000 for Mark 1, which is
That would
only
be...
plus one enhancement bonus to your armor.
I mean, that ain't bad. Is it
The natural armor.
Yeah. I mean, for us it would be 3,000. We get our Durazn and stuff at a quarter off the SRD's price.
Oh, okay. So it'll be 3,000.
Yep.
But it's still only 2,000 for the amulet of natural.
True. They aren't cool and
Suppose that takes its lot.
technologique.
But it's not cool in techno, yeah.
That's the important part. You have to be able to compare looking dope. Like, I very specifically, when I went over this gear, was like, I do want to pick up some good pieces of gear. This was especially true when I had rolled the fucking horrifying dog shit for stats. But I was like, I don't want to buy gear that is just like, you get stats, or you get armor, or you get resistance. It's like, that shit is boring. Really boring. It is not fun to do.
I can't believe that you can actually get a cranial bomb.
Yeah, you can indeed get a skull bomb. And when it's used on you, I'm pretty sure, like, reses don't work anymore.
Creatures cannot be revived by Breath of Life or raised dead.
Yep.
It requires more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You need a resurrection.
Or a reincarnation, if you wanted to be a square arrow.
I mean, alternatively, you could use regenerate on the body first, and then you could argue for raised dead to work.
I mean, if it's like that, then it's probably like that on purpose to
Regenerate
regenerate.
works on the body?
Pardon?
Huh?
Regenerate just works on the body? According to that?
You have to be alive for regenerate to work.
Does it?
Yep.
I thought Knaths might have been reading from the spell.
Oh, no, I didn't think it was. It's not a spell, it's just an effect.
I'm just assuming.
Because I was thinking to what we were talking about using regenerate
Oh,
on
it doesn't.
whatever character.
Regenerate.
I was thinking, oh, okay.
Regenerate has no effect on. Right. It has no effect on non-moving creatures.
Okay.
You want
There is
the
another spell
psionic
that
regenerate.
Wait, we've talked
That'll
about this
regrow your head.
times.
You use make hole on the corpse.
Make hole on the corpse.
Yeah, but you do it and the bomb goes back in again, you're like, ah, fuck. It's just all loose shrapnel now, though. The bomb part went off. Get plating engraved with the Emperor scriptures. Yep, that would work. The shiny golden boy Herc style. You get your body, your muscular body engraved with the Emperor's teaching, so when you hug someone to death, it fucking stamps his words into them, into their heretic corpses. The next level power hug. So to see what Lily pulls out of her booty in regards to gear.
Alright, there you go. It's in. One returning guy.
Sure.
Too many people. Just immediately pulled out of my ass.
Is Alejandro the returning one there?
Yeah.
I remember seeing him there before.
Oh, you bought stuff from him?
Yeah, I got his fangs. And Flaum. They were really nice.
Wait, who's the new one? Oh, there it is. I see.
Let's see here. So we've got Dajan's jewelry and Sensei's threads.
Yep.
Alright. Dajan's cute. Crimson ruby ring. Hey, it shoots firebolts. A good fucking thing right there. Many charms. Fun. Ring, also good. And the Lillian Eye of Awareness. Man, perception check boost. That's expensive, but that's so good. God damn. That is very cool. Alright, and Sincere. Ah, the elephants. Illusory clothing. Money slot. Silver cuffs. Wow, just a flat bonus to saves. Armored robe. Cool. That counts as being unarmored still?
Yep.
Ooh. I'm gonna assume it doesn't go on over the top of your actual armor there. It does take that slot up, like instead of putting...
It also provides an armor bonus to AC, and armor bonuses do not stack.
Very fair. And a tunic. D3. Ooh, bludgeoning. Interesting.
Did you know that there's a spell that turns you into a Doulahan?
Is it called Axe Your Head Off?
No, it's called Decollate. Is a 4th level necromancy. Wait, no, it's a 5th level necromancy spell.
No, it permanently
Allows you
Doulahan someone.
No, it lasts for 24 hours. You can detach your head, and while your head is detached, you gain DR2 blank and immunity to decapitation effects and other effects that require the target to have a head, or a particular facial feature. You are blind as long as you have no head, but you gain blind sense to 15 feet, and you can hear normally even without your head.
That's pretty great.
While detached, the head appears to be dead, and the target can't see through its eyes or hear fence. So it's like you turn into a headless.
It's not
it is a
quite.
headless horseman.
Yeah, it's not quite
it's
as
not
fun
Doulahan, it's
as
headless
a Doulahan.
horseman. The spell.
You can't get up to shenanigans with a decollated head.
No.
Can you eat or drink under the effects of that spell?
Huh? It doesn't say you can't.
Does not say that you can't. I've been looking for the spell that just gives a body all of its meat back, and I can't remember. I can't figure out what it is. I know there's a spell for it.
Remeatify.
I know there's a spell. Like there's a spell that does the opposite. So I know there's one that does that just gives all of the bones its stuff back. I know there's one. I know there's a spell. I just can't fucking remember what it
I thought
is.
there was a way to set spells by group.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's not in a necromancy spell. Maybe it's actually a transmutation.
I would be
spell.
so baffled if restore corpse to meatliness wasn't.
God, it's so- Restore corpse is a necromancy. It is a first level spell.
Oh.
You grow flesh on a decomposed or skeletonized corpse of a medium or smaller creature, providing it has sufficient flesh that it can be reanimated as a zombie later. Providing it with sufficient flesh that it can be reanimated as a zombie. Or
The new flesh
rather
is
than-
somewhat
rather than as a
rotted and not
skeleton.
fit for eating. I like that they had to include that. By the way, you can't just use this to keep eating a skeleton.
It is still gross. Okay.
Unless you have a pet bird
it's
and you
not
just
quite
like
what I
keep
thought.
using it on like mice for this like carrion bird.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello back.
Oh, hey, you're back. I didn't even
I
realize
had
we
to
were
collect
waiting on
my
something.
food delivered.
Ah.
I didn't realize we were waiting on
Restore
something.
extremity. Psionic regenerate.
Rotting and unfit
I know,
for
yeah.
eating. The vulture necromancer laughs maddeningly.
Yeah. Just all the necros. Free food.
God, that would be free food. Oh my god. Unlimited food. Just cast a spell. Ha!
Were we talking about the head spell?
No.
No.
Restore corpse. Restore corpse makes a skeleton into a zombie that looks as it did when it first died. However, the food is somewhat. Ooh, big lag.
Robots.
Everybody's robot.
Yeah. Goodness me.
Okay.
Nudge saving since he knows how to do it.
And the server's fine.
Oh, hey.
Jeff,
Testing.
you come back.
Sounds okay now.
There we go.
It,
That was
it
weird.
fixed itself and then save and server changed.
I mean, it was coming in
Oh.
from Fade. But we're all sorted. Oh, the big spell search tool by class. Thank you.
Cool. Anyway, we're talking about the Restore Corpse spell, which gives a skeleton a body its meat back, but the meat is but it specifies that the meat is slightly rotten and is not fit for eating.
But if
Oh,
you
yeah,
happen to
that
be a
is-
vulture wizard, you're set. Never go hungry again.
Although if it specifies it's not fit for eating.
Yeah, but most
it-
things not fit for eating are still consumable for the
True.
vulture kind, carrion kind.
But a DM reading as written could say no, you still can't eat it
Because nobody
because
can.
it's not
Yeah,
fit for
I
eating.
suppose.
A GM who reads it just as written would be like, no, it does not provide
I
nutrients.
feel like a GM who reads everything as written is not
I
suited to
mean-
Pathfinder, frankly. Because
To be
they're in the wrong
fair-
fucking place.
To be fair, like if you're making a human corpse for eating, it's probably going to be for carrying things in the first place.
Or, well, I mean,
you wanna
yeah,
be
for
really
the eating
technical.
process. No, it's just
You
also,
are.
it can be a medium or smaller creature, so you can just keep restoring a delicious mouse for your owl friend.
If you are a ghoul, ghouls like the riper corpses.
This is true. Oh, ghoul wizard, yeah, they'd be set. They'd be so happy. They'd be delighted with that
Or-
arrangement.
Or bear with me. Now follow me on this. You get a boulder. You cast stone to flesh on it, so
Ugh.
it makes it a massive gross meat.
Ugh.
But you turn that shit into hot dogs or sausages.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, stone to flesh would indeed make, like, just basically a big sphere of hot dog casing, sadly. I mean...
This is why you don't eat in big cities in fantasy universes.
It's true.
They cut those corners.
Yeah, I mean, like
They
if
just-
if you find bones in your hot dogs, it's because they've got a troll downstairs.
Oh. Yeah, trolls are the original just eat them forever things.
Poor trolls.
Don't worry, we have corn-fed trolls that make sure the meat is extra delicious.
Don't drink the water and don't eat the hot dogs.
Oh my god,
Okay.
just purify food and drink on it for 0th levels. It becomes fit for eating.
No.
It doesn't work
See-
for...
see,
for
For
rot.
every corn-fed troll restaurant, Scout,
Mm.
there's like 50 troll-fed troll restaurants.
That's
Gross.
artisanally shade-grown troll-feed troll.
Troll fed troll.
You once had a DM who catapulted a basket full of minced trolls. That's genius! They grow into trolls on the other side of the catapult shot.
I feel like they wouldn't grow that quickly.
Oh, it's either that or they just,
Or
you
they
know, they
shouldn't
wanted
grow
endless,
quickly
like, just
enough.
rancid mince. Like just having a troll and mincing its leg off over and over again. Time consuming,
Food and
yes.
drink.
Messy, yes. Horrific, also yes.
So you just get a cow skeleton, then you restore the corpse, and then you cast purify food and drink on it. Okay. Boom.
Yeah, effective.
it.
Very effective.
See, what you actually do is when you know you're going to lose a town or a city in a war, you drop several troll bits in the well, and then in a couple days they have an army of trolls rising up in their water supply.
That cat is so lemon.
In theory,
Mlem.
stick their tongue out at you.
Mlem.
What?
Daijan. You know, the new shops, Daijan and Sensei.
Did you?
Oh,
Have you not looked at the new shops yet?
no. Oh, I see.
Yeah. And Daijan is a lemming cat. And Sensei is an elephant.
Yeah.
He likes brains. Now here's the thing. Can we keep restoring a corpse full of brains and then using purify food and drink on the brains?
They don't like corpse brains.
They're like their brain. The brains the illithids eat have to be living. Have to be like still moving. Like the bodies have to still be active and alive,
Or freshly.
or very fresh.
Yeah.
Done. God, meaning...
Because it's not the meat. It's the consciousness
That's true.
they're feeding off of.
That's why the illithid starved to death in America.
Now, if you cloned the brains, then maybe you'd be getting something.
What
Maybe.
happens if an illithid drinks the consciousness out of a replicant translated body? Do you become brain dead in the real world?
You want to find out?
No,
No.
not personally. However, I am morbidly curious at this concept. Is it even a thing that you had considered before?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I could come up with an answer.
That's true. I think that I probably get into that line of questioning with Sensei while I'm looking through his threads.
Now, which body is being eaten? The original host body or the new body?
The new body.
I don't know.
Because the new body
Not
should
sure.
have your consciousness or soul riding around in it. But does that also mean the
sure.
original body's worth fuck all?
Dunno. I mean, it's still got to be worth something. It's got all your class levels and stuff in it.
That's true, I guess, but I thought if the consciousness is the meal, the the innate abilities of the body isn't related to their consciousness. Surely their consciousness is traveling in the fake body right now.
does have all those tasty thoughts in that though.
I mean, yeah, my body was a really tasty thought.
Oh, a third eye. Oh, hey.
The best
The
anti-illithid idea I ever saw was in a Drist book, where the mages polymorphed to relocate their brains to their butts and vice versa. Mind flayers had
What?
very sick... looked very sick after trying to eat.
That. But.
number one,
Huh.
that sounds dumb.
Uh,
Number two, I feel illithids would just be like, all right, flip them over.
Yeah, flip him. Flip him. No, I imagine it's because they went for the head first and then went, oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
Your brain tastes
You know
like
what happens
shit!
when they call someone.
Shit for brains!
Yeah.
This man's got
It's
shit
not
for brains!
supposed to be literal.
Help!
And
It literally
I
has
feel
shit for brains.
like then you'd have a pissed off illithid,
This is true.
and
Shit for brains.
I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, it doesn't. It's probably not for the best, all told.
No. But it's a Drizzt book, so I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. That's not any one of those I ever read, but I also haven't read one in a long old while. Doesn't seem quite in keeping with the theme.
it's a Drizzt book, so unless you're Drizzt, everybody's an idiot.
That's true. No, unless you're also Bruno, because you also know that Driz is...
Or Artemis.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Contrary.
Hmm.
He usually comes out ahead in that.
Yeah. Or if you happen to have a crown made of silver fire, that tends to work out pretty well for you.
I don't know. I haven't read them.
Fair enough. But okay.
The illithids in Spelljammer are interesting
Yeah.
because the Spelljammer itself prevents people from harming one another. Like, you cannot attack or kill or harm other sentient creatures.
Right.
But there's still illithids on board. And they grow brain-like fungus, which is just sentient enough that it sustains them, but not sentient enough that it triggers the spell's or the ship's defenses.
That's like I suppose that's like the saying that lots of fruit and like vegetables happen to give off pheromone signals when they're damaged. Basically, plant screams. You're like, that's a horrifying hint of semi-sentience.
Yeah, imagine that, but it can actually think.
Huh, this is an interesting specific piece of armor. Yeah, it's like illicit tofu. Anyway,
Sea Banshee coat.
yeah, it's nice. It's not even that expensive.
Shit.
See, you guys.
That was roughly the same price as the rhino armor I picked. Oh.
You guys didn't go for the pirate funding.
Ooh.
Could have got pirate coats in that.
Could have got tricorn hats.
Oh man, there should now I've imagined a pirate captain with tricorn hat, and he has 3 faces, and the whole head spins around
Nice.
for each face. I don't know why I thought of that. It'd be a good WoW boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you've got the new shops. Anybody wants to buy anything?
Yeah, right now I've got no money, but I would be interested in perusing their goodies at a later point. I get into a lemming contest instead.
I don't really have anything to get.
That ring is really neat. The Crimson Ruby one. And the third eye. Holy shit, the third eye.
It's a pretty standard one.
I mean, perception's a valuable ass skill.
Yep.
Alright. So your first destination is the Mage Tower, yes? How far away is it? In days and time?
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Let's pull up the map.
Lily just got up. Oh, there it is.
I've never been.
No, the excuse me was my hiccup.
Oh, okay. Didn't hear a hiccup.
Ignore that. Ignore the happy kobold in the bottom right.
Oh, yeah.
I should delete that.
Yeah, probably.
I
Not
feel
on-
bad because you spent a lot of time sketching it out.
I mean, I didn't spend a massive amount of
But
time.
there's no way to like save it.
It's okay.
Bye, kobold.
Drag it. Drag it over.
Ah!
Yeah, that's
Hi,
big.
it actually managed to enlarge and, like, not completely cock up. I'm surprised.
Shit, it's huge now. Now it's everywhere. It's the whole map.
See, that's why I worship
Oh,
the
now it's
dragon
gone.
goddess Urine.
And now it's gone.
Yep, gone forever.
There's an alien anthill way off in the distance.
God damn it, people.
Oh, that's not a real. That's not a real thing. I just didn't
No.
notice. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I've never actually been to this wizard's tower. I've just heard
So we're
that,
4.5
that
days
things
out.
happened. Looks like it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Ah! I see why he must be destroyed. He's so big.
Yes.
I love that token.
It is a good token. Don't you talk to me or my son ever again.
Alright. So yeah, you guys
Just
are
wait.
4.5 days out. But you guys have the carts. So is Nia keeping her cart? Did she have a cart or did the party have a cart?
Does what, sorry?
Did Nia have the cart? Or is it like a party thing?
I think she owns it, but she'll be happy to, like, you know, she doesn't have need for the cart.
I
We
I'm
can
gonna
strap
buy
it onto
some
horseback.
I'm gonna buy some power stones before leaving. So you just continue on. I'll just go with you.
Okay.
Power lists. Sign.
I believe what's the button make some power stones?
Gonna get stoned?
You know it. You know it, baby girl.
Mm.
I should add power stones to her thingy. Oh, and you guys did track down her crystal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I should level her up.
Oh, she not had her update put
Oh.
in yet. Am I?
No, she hasn't had her update put in. That one will require a bit more thought. Just winging it right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But she'll have new weapon crystals,
Ooh.
armor crystals.
Armor crystals, eh?
Actually, having armor crystals, yeah.
Wouldn't say no to some armor crystals. Armor crystal of even more rhinoceros. Just even more charged dice. Give me more. Fucking, I'll stick weapon crystals to my nipples. Die. They're both killer weapons.
party will try. What is this?
Oh, you know what's a
flag
good
thing?
weapon?
I
We
don't
could
know.
get. You can get. We could get. You know, we should buy you. I should buy you some. I should buy you a weapon crystal.
I already own
Pe-
crystals.
people-
I got weapon crystals
Oh,
when
you
I
already-
started. With
Oh.
my
People
venture
end
money.
up like doodling or like putting notes on this thing, and I have no idea what they're for.
Like, some of them are for
Yeah.
obviously useful reasons, but I feel like a bunch aren't.
Yeah, you
Got Mr.
proficiency.
Volcano and Mount Doom over there. Alien Anthill.
I tried to select them, but neither the phrase Mr. Volcano or Mount Dune are mine. So, yeah. Abri was prepared. And by prepared, I mean I spent some of her starting money on, you know, liquid food, so that she had rations and didn't die of starving.
Let's see.
Mm.
Wizard Tower.
2, 3, 4.
Restore that map.
Alright. Abri has been on instant meals for 4 days, no more pooping for this shark.
Oh, she's been using those.
Yep.
Hide areas before I do this shit to you.
Have you updated to Advanced Fog of War yet?
Fog of War. What do you think? I like somebody who pays to
Oh,
subscribe?
okay.
I am poor.
There, I picked up a power stone of psychokinetic charge.
So you can indeed fastball a massively raged debris at people?
Yes.
Alright, keep that one in the back pocket. She only gets the massive eyes effect, like the really strong version of that, like once a day. And she's exhausted afterwards.
I shall. Keep that in mind.
Indeed, I can boop the button. Boop.
Alright. Please. Oh wait, you guys are on the wrong. I'm gonna just gather your tokens from Haven.
Oh, hey, Scout, have you picked up your HOTS legendary chest?
I saw your message about that and accepted them on Twitch, so they're sat in my Blizzard account.
Ah, cool. Ah, cool. Cool.
Oh, Gamma Z's. I'll just leave you in town.
What is this? A new Twitch Prime thing?
Yep. Have you ever moon raged in game yet?
Once.
We had an enemy moon rage.
It's a me, a Mario. We have to go down the pipe.
It's just through a pipe.
Yep.
I love that
Huh.
I was over on the Wizard Tower map. I drag you guys from the region map into the Wizard Tower map, and it moves me to the region map.
I
Interesting.
think that happens just from like like dragging and then letting go too quickly because it thinks your last click was on the other thing where you held them out from.
It's not that quick. But, yeah. Hey, find the tilted Wizard Tower again.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look very impressive.
Yes, I was expecting something different when I saw it.
I suppose it's impressive that it's not fallen over.
It looks like it's trying to.
Trying its hardest.
And there is supposedly something missed here, something important in this tower.
Yeah, like we missed something.
Okay, do we know what was missed? Or where the thing that was missed now is?
Thought we were told in the quest, but
Abri would not fucking know that shit at all. Okay then, great. So how do we get into the tower? Do any of you fly?
Last time we roped our way up.
Okay. How high up is it?
It is about 50 feet up.
I will start climbing, and then I will simply teleport the rest of the way up. I will climb 10 feet, and then poof.
Roll a climb check.
Oh, fuck.
For 10 feet, I hope you get just like swoosh down.
I hope you get that one.
Ugh.
Oh, this is good. I'm not a climber.
Oh,
Are you
that's
sure you're not a
right.
climber? You do
Fuck
happen to
you.
have 4 arms.
Eat shit.
Bravo, bravo. You climb
I
up 10
climb
feet
fantastically.
and then teleport up the rest of the way into the open, keeping open wall.
Well,
Hmm.
could you perhaps put down a rope?
There's already a rope.
It's like
Wait.
5 feet of rope.
Yeah, it's like fuck all rope.
That
Oh.
looks like
That
it's
was-
been frayed.
That
Ah.
was what the wibbly blue line was for.
Yeah, but you guys took that rope with you.
I don't remember that.
I took the rope away.
Quick.
Alright.
But no way I
I'll-
would leave the fucking entrance of that thing going. You know, I took the rope.
Sure, I will tie off a new rope, and we'll lower it down.
Thank you.
Although, how is Paraiba gonna get up in here?
Tie the rope around her horse butt.
Elevator.
That is a... So you have the wispy horse butt. Does that really not let you fly?
25, 30, wait, 1, but
I wish I'd taken
25.
steel size.
30, 35.
Make you into a small
40.
horse,
I cannot quite throw her that high, and I believe she weighs too much for me to lift.
Just chuck her up there and maybe the momentum will carry her the rest of the way.
I bought levitating bubblegum to reach the floating island, not knowing that it was like a mile in the air. But this is only 50 feet, so that should work.
Ooh.
Levitating bubblegum.
That does sound pretty cool. Alright. I'm gonna climb.
So can I have some?
Swoos!
Probably will take some of that
You see,
sweet bubble gum.
the sky is like the ocean of the sea.
You just start swimming up the sky, up.
Yep.
top.
Think of that. It's like swimming, but slightly harder, you guys. It's easy.
Let's see. Yeah, just one. Just give that to horseback.
I forget
Where did
which
you-
store had the levitating bubblegum.
Oh,
Oh, I found it. Never mind. Yeah, you did.
Who's it from?
The Alacrate Village.
Yeah.
Can be chewed for up to 1 minute before it loses potency. While chewing, at any time, the user can blow a bubble, a standard action, to gain one effect. Either a levitate, effect on themselves only, or an entangle effect centered on the square they specify.
Convenient. I might have to pick up
Paraiba
some of
was
that.
too busy buying Dark Horse Stout from that store.
Yes.
My favorite from that store was the Ion Mint.
Yeah. Wait, why do you
Ion
eat
mint.
an ion mint? It looks like it just stays there.
Yeah, it just floats around your head, and then you can just eat it anytime. It's a swift action.
What does eating it do?
Empowers the next.
Oh
spell
right,
cast
so yeah, it
to
says yeah when
go
eaten there.
one
Yeah,
level higher.
that's pretty great.
Plus, it's a mint.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hard peppermint candy. It just floats around your head until you need it.
I do like the pie.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato pie. Also, a white knight eclair seems very useful.
Alright. So, a Bree climbs up. Pryba floats up. And No Beard flies up. Why is Taka there?
I don't know. It's an old map, I'm assuming.
No, I must have
You
accidentally
grabbed her
like,
out of Haven.
I was on top
Ah.
of her token.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
lewd.
okay.
that'll do it.
And whenever I grab you, I have to like group select to get Dasani. Hi, how's it going? I'm Dasani. What's up?
Why, hello there. An awfully small little globe of water there.
You know,
Did Third cut out?
nope. I just said
You know it, yeah. There's nothing cut out by that.
I thought she said you know.
Oh, what, as in to then say more and then didn't?
Yeah.
All right, guys, make your way down the tower and back to the mage trials.
So, tell me about this place, Paraiba, Nobeard. You have both have been here before.
Yeah, this is where Nia got put pregnant.
This is where she
Ants.
got those. This is where that happened.
Yes.
She got butt
Ah.
pregnant from
Oh.
ants.
I recall
Yes.
that.
With Nia retiring, I'll never be able to reveal how that happened.
I saw how it happened.
You kind of saw how it happened.
Kind of saw. Okay.
I'm gonna reveal it.
Okay.
Sure.
The Slayer's dagger. That was
Oops.
from TG. That is the womb dagger.
Ew.
Anything you kill, you get pregnant with its offspring.
Huh. I'm damned.
I was keeping track of any killing blows you got with that weapon. It was only ants.
I don't know that it was. There was a period of time where I wasn't dual wielding Chris and I was using a Chris and the dagger.
Right. And I was keeping track
Oh,
of
okay.
whenever you killed something. Like, which weapon was that?
Unfortunate.
You never managed to kill anything else with the womb dagger.
Oh well. That's pretty ridiculous.
I wonder how those ants are doing.
You have to check up on them.
Maybe I will. I am also an ant.
Oh yeah, they got put in the science.
Nia was just going to report them.
Yeah? Yes, she was.
Even though they were actually going to be like hybrid ants.
You did not want to have kids. So I take it that shimmery wall of force is in place.
Yes.
Is that the wall that made your friend go crazy?
I don't know.
Oh wait, it's back?
Yeah.
No.
Like fully
illusion.
back or just the illusion?
Wall is back.
Ew.
How did you deal with it last time?
Beat these challenges.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
I
you
wonder if the
beat
challenges
them
are.
once before.
I wonder what the odds are that they are the same challenges.
And if I remember rightly, these doors corresponded to schools of magic, was it?
Yes. I forget, were the doors labeled with their things?
I think so.
Schools?
Alright, what school is
Do they
this
still
one?
look the same?
Evocation.
Yep.
Divination. Transmutation. Necromancy. The
There's
other
only
one.
7 doors.
Great.
Abjuration. Enchant. And the other one.
Conjuration.
Conjuration. That's
Okay.
and yeah, the initial thing was there's
Illusion is
a
right
trial
there.
for each one, and the last trial was illusion.
You,
Yay. The enchantment door was fun.
So, let's see. Enchantment, divination. Wait, what? Necromancy, conjuration, evocation, abjuration, transit. Okay.
Yep. little things are
Oh, evocation.
evocations up there.
Righto. Let's see. So, do we do these one at a time?
Oh, well, what do you know? There's a person
Yes.
underneath that hood.
What did you think there was?
You never know. Could have been something gaunt and vampiric.
No. I'm quite well preserved.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I'll try and push open that door.
Okay. Open up the evocation door. And
Oh, looks like some kind of puzzle chamber with symbols all over the ground. Hmm.
Do any of you know which symbols do which and what?
Are there any clues? Is there any writing on the walls or on the door?
new.
Just the symbols all over the floor.
Yep.
Well, first, I suppose we should try and identify these symbols. So we'll step towards them on the edge and just examine each of the different sigils.
I can't help but notice that the two people who have done this room before are staying out of it. That's a concern.
Look back at the door.
Yeah, Nia did that room. I don't feel like getting hit by another tidal wave.
Tidal wave?
How about a little bit of insight into the whole room situation, please?
Each of those, you gotta try and step on the
You touch the floor and shit blows
these
up.
ones.
The F ones? Ones
No,
that vaguely...
the gray ones.
There's two sets of gray ones.
Yes,
Just the gray ones.
yes. The other ones do like explosions,
Different evocation
acid.
magics, I assume.
Yeah,
I see. Well,
Tidal
still, I
wave.
think we should try and identify these, because
I
if
think these are
everything
the
seems to,
nasty ones.
if everything has reset, there's no guarantee that the same outcome will happen this time.
I was never very good at the written application, I must admit.
Well, thankfully this is my specialty.
Yeah, they seem to correspond to like 4 different elemental types. You got the fire, you got water, electricity, acid.
Let me see. Fire, water,
Lucky and then acid here.
electricity. What's this one?
Acid.
Sonic?
Acid.
Sound?
That might be
Acid.
Acid.
acid,
This is
fire,
Aquarius, by the way.
water,
Yeah, I know, but
cold.
It's goldy yellow, and it extends to other
What is
symbols.
which one? So electricity then?
There are only so many runes that
Yeah.
that were in Roll20's database.
Right. So acid, lightning, cold, fire.
Do
So
I
gray.
explode?
No.
Okay.
And where do we head? See. So
What is there a thing at the end of this room? It seems to go on for a while.
I think I see something
Yeah,
in the
it's right,
corner over
right
there.
around the corner. And then the pedestal on the corner, in the like top corner, did something I don't remember.
Okay.
I think there was a key there.
Is it possible to
Hang
cheat and
on.
fly?
Speaking of which, I'm going to just start nomad
No,
stepping.
I believe we tried that.
Can I nomad step through this?
What is that?
That is short range teleportation. I can just do at will.
Ah.
I don't know. We didn't have any teleporters the first time.
Tell you what, I'm gonna like scoot back over to
I
here.
think that might be cheating.
Alright.
If you would like to try,
Where's
if you fancy trying that.
Where do you want to nomad step to?
Fair enough. I'm experimenting right now, so I'm just going to step forward by just 5 feet. I'm just gonna just hop through a little bit of space.
Nothing happens.
That was across there. But if I were to cross a threshold over one of these runes, even though I'm folding space, it might not work.
Does it work diagonally?
I will try that. I will try to skip to this one over here.
Alright, nothing happens.
And you just do that without
Fine.
expending power?
It is something I can just do I can just do as much as I like.
Well, that sounds useful.
Foomp. I'm just gonna start walking over here.
Okay. Walk.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a distance away.
Now,
Because now we're
you
faced with a
have-
jump.
There's a jump, yes. If you would like to back out, I am going to try my nice step. I'm going to try and skip through the space here to the next one.
Can one of the people who heal come at least somewhat into the room? Maybe just a little bit? I was told that one of you was in fact a healer.
I'll look through the door.
Maybe this is why
Hang
she
on the
quit.
doorpost.
So, this one's water, right?
Water doesn't
Or
hurt so
cold, or-
bad. Water's fine. Totally
I'm
safe.
okay with water too. It's just going to make my clothes wet. I'm going to fuck it. I'm going to nomad step over to this gray one right here. Gonna try.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Huh.
Yeah.
It seems nothing happened.
It looks like at best, though,
Then-
you're going to have to make some kind of double hop.
I can, yes, I can only jump 40 feet at a time current right now.
Try not a
But I
long
see it.
one. I mean, you could go that way, that way.
I suppose it would be prudent to simply do this as gently as possible.
Ah,
What?
I'm gonna go step on this red one.
What?
Wait, what?
You cut out there, Lily.
Nothing happens.
Oh, is this place deactivated?
I don't know. I assumed that since the wall was up, that that whatever tests or traps
God
and
damn
even
it.
had already reset.
Hmm.
Had just reset themselves.
I'm gonna go check up here. We had keys up here, right? I'm gonna go check and see if they're there.
They were gems, but yeah, they're there.
I'm gonna go tap Aquarius.
Never mind, it looks like we're done. I didn't even think to check to see if the gemstones were already there.
What? There's a
What-
way open
What
already?
gemstones? What gemstones?
You made us worry for nothing.
I have to admit, I did enjoy the mental exercise still.
I suppose.
I gotta say, I still don't want to touch the illusion door first.
Do you have to touch the
Is that-
illusion door to go through it?
Yes.
I'm gonna go say hello to the golem.
Golem?
Oh yeah. There's the golem guy in here.
What?
I honestly
But treasure.
forget what.
Okay, you open up the aperture.
There's a pole. There is a
Hey,
pit.
golem guy.
Oh, there's a golem.
We're back.
Is that a key on the other side?
Returned with friends. That was already taken.
Oh.
Peek around the corner and shrug.
Guess they were keys, not gems.
We have some different friends now.
Hello.
3 damage.
Seems nice.
Have you seen the chandelier?
Chandelier.
Yes, she lives in a castle, actually.
Is that where Nia got that?
I'll be damned.
This is why I have not seen her.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Cute girl lives in the ceiling?
Indeed.
Yeah, she's in a castle. Seems happy about that.
Explore Wizard Tower.
I believe she is looking
Don't
into growing potted plants these days.
Good for her.
I forgot what happens if the golem leaves the room.
Do things happen if you leave the room?
No.
I can tell you where the castle is if you want to go and visit her.
I think
I
he's
do
rooted
not
to the
wish
floor.
to impose.
I'll let him.
My duties are here.
Oh, okay. I'll let them know you said hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Open quest log. Tell Chandelier. The golem said hi. Save changes. There you go. Quest log updated. Alright, cool. So what's this thing in the middle here?
It is a pit.
A what, sorry?
It's a pit.
A pit.
Unless you meant the middle of the big room.
Big room.
And
Middle
it
of the
does have-
central
Oh,
room.
yeah, it's a big dais with keys.
And they're already
Set in.
all set in it.
It seems like everything here's been completed. Why are we
there.
here again?
A key there. Key there. Key there. There.
One corresponding doors.
Okay.
What exactly was the quest again?
Yes, why are
It
we
was to
here?
search some room that we might have missed.
Indeed. There
What-
is a secret room somewhere.
Okay.
Oh.
Does the center point of this dais have anything to do with it? Gonna sort of clamber on up here.
What?
Uh,
I believe I had something for this specific.
gonna
Yeah.
boop this with
Start
my toe.
rummaging.
Alright, you poke it. Nothing happens.
Does it feel solid?
Yeah.
I'll step over and across it and on the other side.
You hop up on the big pedestal and
Yeah.
hop across.
Yeah. Row. Someone's getting your papas worked
She
up.
wants to go outside.
I mean, I'm hesitant to do anything like push open a wall of force.
And I have something for this. Just a moment.
Okay.
Trying to find a special room.
Do you have the ability to search secret rooms?
Yes, not personally, but I can have a power stone for it. I have a lot of power stones to help fill out some of the gaps in my repertoire.
Convenient. Just look over at No Bid. Are you able to disbelieve that wall then, seeing as you've already gone through it before?
It's called the power of rock, in which you throw a rock at it.
Sure, but if you believe in an illusion hard enough, it works, right?
I think
Rocks
we
don't
had
care.
that discussion.
I'm glad that you did.
Do you throw a rock at it?
In fact, I think trying to disbelieve the wall was how the guy got turned mad in the first. Was how what's her face got turned mad in the first place.
Oh, I see.
Samurai.
I thought that she touched it personally. I've got to imagine it's just like a bag that you just fucking just jingles as you rummage through it, like an old lady with a coin purse.
It does
I'm
clink
sure
and
I've got
jingle.
myself a quarter in here
Damn
somewhere.
it, I just fucking... That's the second time I've accidentally closed this tab, Roll20 tab today. Instead of clicking on it, I hit the exit button. God, shit. Okay, I'm back.
At the back.
So anyway, I am going to use that.
Handy.
Locate secret doors. You can detect secret doors, compartments, caches, and so forth. Only passages, doors, or openings specifically constructed to escape detection are detected by this power.
That really is a good power right there.
What if it's a secret passage that is specifically constructed to be noticed under special circumstances?
I mean, you still use the phrase specifically constructed. Until
Yes,
some...
but
that's surely
that is
full...
specifically constructed to escape detection.
Yeah, but I feel like every door that's got like a hidden lever is specially constructed, except for if you fulfill the requirements of pulling the lever.
One could consider these special requirements to be finding the door in the first place, or
opening it,
or
any of that
having
shit.
the key to the
Or
door.
opening your
Alright.
eyes.
Where are you directing this?
Well, it's a concentration power, so I'm just gonna start. I'll start searching around. I'll search
It's only a minute.
per.
10 rounds you have.
Right. So I'll start with this room here. I can just cast my gaze across all the surfaces in this room, in the central chamber.
Surprise!
Well, it's
it's at
cone
the
shaped, but
I mean,
bottom
it's
of
not
the
hard not to.
abjuration pit, which we can't use magic.
yeah, you can't see into the abjuration room.
I'm gonna
Can't see
ask.
down to the bottom.
Is there anything in the
Yeah.
entry room we came from in the first place, perhaps?
You were directing your gaze this way?
I was just passing it all around the room, so yeah. Like I'm just gonna use it and then just turn my head in a circle, like starting here and then just.
See, that just takes the suspense out of it.
Oh, come now.
We're adventurers, we don't play by that shit.
But that's exactly how you play.
Yeah, that's true.
But fine, if you want to take the suspense out of it and go
It takes
sector-
at most 4 rounds to scan the entire room if you
sector by
stand in the
sector,
middle.
you do detect the presence of a secret door.
I do?
Yeah.
Where?
You have to concentrate on it for another round.
You detect
Okay,
one
as soon as,
secret door.
well,
in the
okay, fine. The
location.
instant, as soon as I detect the presence of a door,
I
I will
wasn't gonna
focus
make
my
you.
thing on it.
I wasn't gonna make you say that. I was gonna then lead into
Okay.
detect a secret door.
Oh, it's right there. There's something there.
Is it on the other side of this wall of the Golem Man, or is it on the other side of the Conjuration Room?
You see, everything's opposite. So
Ah,
that room did not have enough.
this is the only wall that does not have a corresponding door to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute. Push on
I
it.
see.
I guess.
Mm,
Shunt.
Make strength check.
Okay.
for every round,
I
for
get
each additional
a
round, a mechanism
+2
or
on
trigger
this.
for one particular secret
10.
portal can be closely examined by you.
And 10 do anything for you?
The 10 does not. You push the wall. It's very wally.
Damn. I don't have a thing that's like you're better at, you're literally better at like using strength checks to like open shit and break things. Like that's just a specialty. What is it? To break doors, lift portcullises. Treat your strength score as too high for the purpose of determining carrying as well. I like that. It's just better at moving shit. Does the door have a seam? Can I try a prescription? Or I guess, does looking at it longer with locate tell you how it'll do?
It does, yeah, for each additional round, the mechanism or trigger for one particular secret portal closely examined by you is.
Step out of the way then so you can do that.
Alright, turn to. Hmm.
Divination. It's across from divination.
The trigger you get the sense of is in
Divination?
new.
No. It's in the necromancy. Its door, its key, or its lock, or whatever you want to call it, is in the necromancy chamber.
What?
Oh boy.
I don't.
That's what was in the necromancy chamber? I assume necromancy,
Yeah.
but still.
Well, if the
Yes.
chandelier was in there,
Oh, she was nice. Okay.
Well, what else was in there?
lots of bones.
Okay.
I don't know. We skipped it over. We skipped over the actual like challenge because
We
the
skipped the
chandelier
challenge.
took an affection to Nie.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
so the challenge might yet
Yeah,
still
there's
be
also
active.
a dead. There's also a dead guy on a chair there.
I think you guys did still do
No.
it, but you
Well,
guys,
we got babied through it by like she told us the exact answer.
yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't it like we had to get a bone? We had to get his head or something.
you had
Yeah,
to
you had to
assemble
like
a skeleton.
get the right bones.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was missing some
Yeah.
bones, and we had to take him out of one of these piles here.
I'm gonna like peek these. I don't want to like rummage through it, but let's have a peep. Do I see anything that looks like a key?
Mm.
Roll a perception.
Yeah, 17.
Well, it might not be a
nothing.
literal key, but its lever or button or trigger is in here somewhere. Perhaps by the. I'm going to step through space over to the chair.
None of them look like keys, but you do find a skull, on the back of which is carved a well.
A what? Sorry.
A well.
Well,
Interesting. I will gently pluck that skull up. Take a look at it. Alright, I will just sort of tuck that under an arm and look into another pile then. Beep! Oh my.
ooh,
Go. Shark vision. Activate.
You find another bone with a well carving on it.
Huh. Oh well then. Okay.
Bones.
Oh. Maybe there's a bonus for knowing I'm looking for well bones, but
Yeah, if you want to like go meticulously through them.
yeah, I mean, I guess I might as well.
If you're not the kind to get impatient.
No, I'm happy to take 10 on all that stuff. I only get impatient in fights.
Then yeah, you'll find one in there as well.
Interesting.
As well.
And then, yeah, then this pile, and then the
Dead.
throne. And they're all like just base bitch 20s to take 10 with.
Assembling a collection.
Yes, there are wells on all of these.
A well.
Yep.
Well,
You have 4 bones, 3 bones and a skull with wells carved onto them.
Sure, does there appear to be some kind of like distinct configuration to these bones? Are they things that the skeleton over here is missing?
Not missing. That skeleton is complete.
Alright, are there any wells on this skeleton?
Negative.
Alright.
Are there any well symbols on the chair itself?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
It'll probably be just a take 10 again if she doesn't seem to spot out. Never mind.
Hot fire.
Buggo eyes superior to Sharko eyes.
You don't notice anything until you look like under it.
Under it.
Oh, did he drop his keys under the chair?
It is like on the bottom of the butt part, a little tiny well.
Yeah, I see it underneath the chair itself.
Oh, does it look like...
Well symbol down there.
Is there anything for these bones to go into?
I don't see any depressions, but I'm just gonna get down, and I'm gonna reach under the chair and just put my finger, push on that well symbol and see if it's a button.
Ka-chunk.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Yeah. Guess it's not a. Perhaps it's not a button after all.
I'm gonna use a bone and just like sweep it underneath this gap.
Yeah, hand me one of those bones.
Or I'll hand her the other one.
I'll try and get the well symbols to like touch each other.
Somebody yelling excitedly.
There's an excited child in the background right there. Probably Gabble Franks' kiddo.
No.
Sis-
It was not a
sis-
child.
not a sister.
No. It
What was
my
that?
mom.
That was your mom.
That was your... She's a very childish giggle. I mean, it sounded like a
I was
child.
calling a dog.
It sounded more like she was
Oh.
childishly giggling. Good for her.
How big is this chair?
Pretty big. It's made of stone and iron.
I probably can't lift it up then.
It is also bolted to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Oh. That solves that then.
Alright, I'm gonna try, I guess, is it possible to swap skeleton parts with these well skeleton parts?
It is.
Alright, let's give that a go.
Yeah, perhaps replacing the appropriate bones would work.
The skull is obvious.
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check. See if you can replace the other ones properly.
Okay. You should do that. I'm not very smart.
Very well.
Then I can't throw mythic dice
But-
at things if I fuck up.
A raw intelligence check.
Yep.
Would a heal check
Yes.
apply? Given
Heal
that
check.
it's-
Check also.
Yeah. I mean, a healing check would probably also apply because that would be anatomy, knowing your bones.
Would a sex check, because I also have a distinct anatomy advantage thanks to it.
Knowing you also
I also know
your
my bones, yeah.
If you'd wanted to argue for it, maybe. But it's too late now.
Yeah.
Lacquer.
Did she smirk hard enough?
She did. She did. She replaces the bones. And all of a sudden, the skull's eye sockets burn to life.
Oh.
Little blue dots.
Yo, what's up?
I just go, oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That feels great. Oh, my gosh. The skull floats off the skeleton.
Oh, there's a resident spirit.
It starts
in
to
the
like
bones.
rotate, back and forth in the air. Like, oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, like it's like cracking
good
his
to be
back.
back. Yeah, but it's just the skull.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, it's good to be back in the land of the living. Oh yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Well, welcome.
I wouldn't say living, but
Oh, I know I'm not. Oh, who the fuck are you? He doesn't seem to like look at you. Concentrates on stretching his non-existent body.
Fair enough.
I am Lacquer.
Adventurers.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you be?
Well, I mean, there could be other reasons, but no, this is adventuring stuff.
Oh yeah.
We could be wizards.
Are you kidding? You guys don't look like wizards.
I'm a sort of caster. I mean, I'm not a wizard, I'm a sorcerer, but still.
Lacquer looks like a wizard.
I'm the closest thing there is to one in this group.
One of the eye lights like turns to you, Lacquer. There's potential there. That's not arcane magic though. It's
No.
it's psionic.
Correct.
Yeah,
I'm a telepath.
not the same.
Fair enough.
And you, I mean, you could be an apprentice, judging by your
Qualifications?
very, very minuscule talents. No offense.
None taken. I'm much better at smashing things up. Say, do you have a key to a door?
What, you guys trying to do the wizard trial or something?
No, those are already done.
We missed one.
Because you know that the key is just walk through, right?
Oh no, there's another door, a missing door.
Oh, you're here to get your hands on my wand.
I mean, I've already gotten my hands all over various bone of yours.
Well, I mean, it's too bad I wasn't conscious for it.
Oh, now I feel like I've done something wrong.
Oh, no worries. You can just handle my bone later.
As long as you
I
don't
mean,
press
he'll look
charges.
He looks down. Well, it's going to be a little hard, but
Ah.
that's half the fun.
This gentleman has style.
Sense of humor certainly hasn't gone.
But yes, I suppose.
Oh, believe me, you spend a few centuries trapped in a void all by yourself. You learn to make some jokes. It's either that or go crazy. And I tried that for a while. Didn't work out for me.
No, I would get quite bored of being
Alright.
crazy after a while, I think.
I know the conversation sucks.
Fair enough. I mean, I suppose then if your wand is behind this door, you don't mind if we look into it, do you? I don't know, maybe you don't. Maybe you still have a use for it.
What am I gonna do? Hold it?
Touche.
Yes. Are you a demi-lich?
No, those guys are assholes.
I'm just a floating skull.
Anyway,
Fair
call me
enough.
Mim.
Yes.
What was that?
Call me Mim.
Mim.
You know,
Yeah.
a couple steps away from Bob.
Meadow Mim.
Let's see. What kind of a check
Pink
would it
dragon.
be? An Arcana check? What is this? What is this guy?
Be history.
Ain't nothing like me but me. Let me tell you.
Fair enough.
That is what happens when you experiment with necromancy.
I always did say.
So I assume you have trapped your spirit inside of that skull. Your skull, I guess.
Unless you just liked that skull more because it had better skull shape.
Let me tell you, it's hard to experiment on your own skull.
You could have picked a dragon skull, you know, something big and toothy.
They're too bulky. Draw too much attention to. Everyone wants a dragon skull on their mantle.
That's fair. Don't know, I can't deny the logic.
Besides, you know how hard it is to get your hands on a dragon skull? They live so far away. They get really antsy if you dig up their ancestors.
Yes, actually, I can imagine that being a problem.
Besides, all the good ones are just fucking like dust. Ain't been a good proper like ancient worm in like 1,000 years.
I suppose so.
Now, if I could get my hands on one of the dragon fangs, ooh, that'd be a skull.
I don't so much see that happening.
No, hell no. It'd be fun though.
I suppose. He'll look kind of awkward at that. Worships one of them. Very well. But yeah.
I should get a little skull guy. But...
Yes.
I have a little demon skull statue next to my computer.
Neat.
I got it
Is
for
it one of those 3-horned ones?
No. It's got a lot of horns, and it actually has it's a Diablo skull from the collector's edition of D3.
Neat.
It's got a big soul stone sticking out of the front of it that is actually a flash drive that has Diablo 1 and 2 on it.
That's pretty neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So how do we get into your vault,
your masturbatorium.
closet?
Oh, you need a touch of, you know, a master.
Just do you like to like make a head knocking motion? Tap it?
It's all in the wrist, baby.
Oh, okay. Can I borrow that wrist? And she'll like indicate the skeleton's wrist.
I was just thinking, can I just grab the skeleton's arm and then just...
Yeah, come on. I'll show you.
Okay.
You float on out. This place has seen better days, huh?
I assume so.
Used to be bustling little tower, full of apprentices blowing each other up. Good old days.
I think too many of them touched walls of force and blew their brains up.
Yeah, only an idiot touches it before they get the other keys.
I would assume so, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna have to borrow one of your bodies.
Borrow our bodies.
Who wants to volunteer?
Sure. Okay, don't get too angry though, or I'll grow and probably explode that skull.
You got it, baby girl. You will pop down on your head. Suddenly, you don't have control over yourself. You will walk over here, lightly touch the outside of the door, and you do something with your fingers. You aren't quite sure what.
Fair.
And the door seems to slide down.
Should have known it was the shocker.
2 in the jinkies, 1 in the stinkies.
Mhm.
Ah.
The door will slide away, revealing a fairly open, bare room with a well in the middle.
So what's the deal with the well thing?
Symbolism.
Fair enough.
Kind of my thing back then.
You specialize in wells?
Font of magical energy,
Right.
well.
The well runneth over, and such.
He will peer down into the well. It doesn't go down very far, like 10 feet. It's like, well, it looks like you guys are too late.
Is it gone?
Huh?
At the bottom of the well, there is not a wand.
Oh.
It is,
Wow.
however, a folded paper note.
Oh boy.
Guess I'll
Down at the bottom.
go gently clamber on down and
I-
pick it up.
Mhm. You pick up the note.
Is it in a language I can read?
It is. It is in common.
Oh, cool.
I wonder.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hold the paper at an angle just in case it says I prepared explosive runes today.
Is that what Kanathis was wondering?
You never know. Yeah, so I hold an angle, so I might have advantage on not getting my face exploded, and then I'll try and read it.
It just says, beat you to the punch, L.
Who's L?
L.
Do you know an L? Any of you guys? Laka? Laka, did you beat us to the punch?
I think I would remember if I had.
Are you sure? 100%?
I'm fairly certain.
Well, that's annoying.
L.
A shame. Is there anything else hiding around here, Mim?
Nah, I just kept my wand in here for safekeeping.
What was it capable of doing?
Well, shit. Super magical, drew power from the ley lines. Basically let any good spellcaster cast their own spells without expending their own energy.
Wow, that is pretty damned good.
As long as you were near some kind of font of magical activity.
Makes sense. I don't suppose L is code for some rival you have, Mim?
Nah, fuck, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Well, they were. No elves.
Of course.
How old does the paper look?
Yeah, I guess, is it dusty at all?
It's fairly recent. You'd say it's been there no more than a month.
I'll be
There's
damned.
nobody from the other adventuring party with L in their name, is there?
I don't think so.
I bet it's that frog of yours.
What was his name? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
But this seems like the work of someone so insidiously talented.
That possibility had crossed my mind.
I forget the name of the quest giver.
For the tower?
Uh,
Seeing this tower.
The quest giver was Lana Bell.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lana
The frog is Nadarj.
Nadarj. That's it.
Yeah.
I really just didn't know it. I remembered. I'll never forget you, Nadarj. Who I'm now constructing as this terrific image in this shark's mind. So you should be prepared for Mortal Kombat one day.
Mortal Kombat.
May I see the note?
Yep, I'll hand that over.
Let me see. I don't have ranks in linguistics. So it would just be a raw intelligence roll. Try and recognize the handwriting.
Do you have a power stone of object reading?
No. Object reading.
Do you have the power object reading?
That is, in fact, a clairsentience power. Gain details of an object's previous owner.
I mean, that would be handy.
Objects accumulate psychic impressions left by their previous owners, which can be read by use of this power. 1 minute, the owner's race, 2, their gender, 3, their age, 4, their alignment, 6, 5, how they gained and lost the object, and 6 plus next to last owner's race, and so on. Power always correctly identifies the last owner of the item and the original owner, if you keep the power active long enough. Okay. No, I do not have that ability. I will keep that in mind for purchase later. But I'll just make an intelligence check to see if I remember if I have seen this handwriting before. Is there a thing I can do?
I may have spaced out for a second, but don't you have that see the past of an item?
That's more about not an item, that is for an area. And I doubt that well, thank you. There are certain circumstances where a note might contain enough psychic energy left over to trigger the ability power. I don't think a letter like this would. Now a letter written in the final moments of one's last dying breaths, that would trigger
somehow
the power's abilities. This is not. This is more of a. This is just a ha, finders keepers, losers weepers.
How many L's do you know? Lanabelle, Lisbeth? Is it the Leshy, perhaps? I saw the Leshy. Is he cunning?
Yeah, stay your fucking wrong, bitches.
Turns out that's his back scratcher.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck yeah, scratch that back.
My fucking strap on. Gotta make lots of little lushies.
Oh, that's how he gets Leshy seeds for sale. Oh no.
There's gonna be magic leshies from now on, like
Lay Leshies. Leshies.
Leshies.
He's been for so long, he's so genius. Like, I imagine that he's actually just been, like, killed by a Fey Badger at some point, and we're just like, one day we'll meet again, Nadaj, and then you just smash cut, it's just a slowly decomposing skeleton.
Nope, he's dead. He got killed.
It's just a skeleton.
Off-screen, and we'll
It's
never
just
know.
A shitty death, because he was like a level 3 wizard.
That would be funny.
But
That would
then, 3 months after finding his corpse,
You see it
his
again.
dog makes an appearance.
No, you just see the same corpse
It's
again in a
familiar.
different place, and you're like, it's the Dread Pirate Nadajas.
My God.
Dread pirate in a targe. I might have to use that.
Shred.
He just has like a whole bunch of identical twins that all do thievery, and he's one of the ones who moved in mainland, and they all ribbed him for quitting the high seas.
He just cloned himself.
Yeah. No, it's like Akumetsu, and he'll undo all of this world's evils by killing himself and his target every time. Alright. Well, that's a shame. So this Mage Tower thing was a bust. You know, I do have to pay rent.
Yeah.
There's only so much that I can achieve with my vagina for money.
Whoa, hey, wow.
What? I'm sexually confident. There's nothing wrong with using such language.
Yeah, I just didn't want to insinuate any of you were prostitutes.
Oh, I mean, I
Now that I
was,
know.
at least for a little while.
I mean, now that I know, got a bone to pick with you.
Of course, but do you have money? She'll
That might be,
sharky tooth
might be
grin.
difficult when one doesn't have any limbs.
Hey, don't be ableist.
No, I see. He's from the. He's from the.
Skull.
Yeah, he's.
It's the way to go.
Yeah,
This is Tumblr skull.
Tumblr skull.
Ugh, that'd be
Now there was.
worse.
Everyone knows there was an old like monk clan that was wiped out called the Social Justice Warriors. They didn't last particularly long against the actually warriors.
They died to Ninja Sex Party.
I should hope so.
Or the
Samurai Absence Patrol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a bust. Well, Mim, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, you just gonna leave me here?
Well, I mean, as opposed to leave you.
I don't have money to offer you, Miss Prostitute. But I have an extensive recollection of knowledge.
Okay.
I don't mean to brag or nothing, but I used to be a she-lord.
You're kidding, you were a she-lord?
Well, I was an up-and-coming she-lord. I was almost a she-lord.
Huh. Oh,
I was the she.
You wouldn't happen to know the she language, would you?
Oh, yeah.
How would you like to hang out with a sexy succubus lady who does tattoos?
I like succubus. I like that part. Do they travel? Because I'm looking to stretch my legs, you know?
Well, I mean... She'll look to the others. I don't think that's a decision I can make, of course, but I don't object to a companion as long as they're willing to spend at least a little time in the company of a succubus.
As far as I know, she's not a huge traveler, but I've only seen her at work. I don't know what she does on her free time.
Gosh, I hope it's something fun.
She's not a huge traveler, but she is capable of locomotion.
Fist pump, no beard. Oh yeah, say Mim, are you able to give that golem over there permission to leave the tower? I believe he wants to visit a friend, a chandelier.
I mean, he's a golem. He's got free will.
Fair point.
I wasn't his boss.
Oh, okay.
So.
Unfortunate.
I just fucking work here, man.
Well, fair enough. What do the rest of you say? I don't mind the company of a wisecracking skull.
I mean, why not?
Shrug.
Excellent.
Haha, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. High five.
I will pat him on the head. It's as close as it's going to get.
That is the whitest high five I've ever seen.
Yep.
I'll give him a fist bump.
Breaks his jaw. Crunch. Ah!
He's just like holding a fist out.
Yeah.
Ow.
You feel
Ow.
a breeze tap your fist.
Stop fucking with your mic, Kina.
Sorry, what?
Fucking with your microphone up. Still doing it. There was like
I
a
forget
whole bunch
exactly
of
what
Sorry?
There's something brushing on your mic.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
I don't know what it was. There was a lot of clinkety clinking.
Oh
What
well.
exactly was the Wizard Tower quest anyway?
I don't know.
To find a legendary wand in a hidden room.
The wand is gone.
Which we failed at.
Well,
but
we-
hey, I mean, we found a guy who speaks she, so we can at
Hmm.
least, you know,
That's.
help out with that.
How did... I suppose they would have had to have forced the door.
Shrug.
Since otherwise, Mim would know who opened the door, probably.
Yeah.
Unless you forget
Yeah,
everything when
right.
you go back to sleep again.
I don't think so. But if I did, I wouldn't know. Because I would have then forgotten.
That's
Is there a
Good
way to
point.
close the door from the outside,
just
given that you can't touch the door while it's open?
How do you close the door?
Oh, door, close. And it slides up.
handy. Door, tell a joke.
It does nothing.
Oh well.
You gotta be kind of, see, the problem with voice commands for like magic items and stuff is people can hear it. So it's okay to do it, close things, turn things off.
But not for
Unless
turning
turning
them on
them.
or activating.
Exactly.
That makes
See,
sense.
turn things on, you need some good finger work.
Of course.
You get the feeling that if he had eyebrows,
Yes.
they would be waggling.
Wiggling.
I'll raise the shocker for a brief moment before looking around this tower some more. So what now? Do we leave?
Shit, I ain't got anything here.
Very well.
I guess we can go back out.
What's the fuck you people doing here anyway?
We came here for your wand.
No, I'm like here in the, the She Kingdom.
Oh.
Money, adventure. Currently,
Just looting and pillaging.
currently I just sort of have to pay
Any-
rent on a castle.
Any sacred she sites, you just say, fuck it.
Well, there was a floating island with some high-bound she-bitch in it that we
Really, she
knocked
got
over.
that thing working, huh?
I guess I took her staff.
Oh, did you kill that one?
I'll wave the crook at him.
Yeah, she
Oh,
wasn't.
Damn, you got that?
Hmm.
He will float around excitedly at it.
It's a fine ass crook.
She was a looker, but she couldn't design magic items to save her ass.
I took her crown.
It
Nice.
works well enough. It's only
Oh, sure.
illusions and shadow. But
Still, though,
I found use out of it.
you guys took out a she. That's not exactly an easy task. Even if she was, like, probably weakened or something.
Okay then.
She had all these masked plant creatures at her beck and call.
That's a new one.
I vaguely remember a bunch of assholes that were getting into a fight with her minions.
Say, do you know where a city of gold is?
City of Gold.
Yes.
Oh, Tathe and Anan?
Sounds about right.
I'll look to Paraiba, the person who's after it. I mean, I'm very excited about the prospect of adventuring in a city of gold like that. If I could think of things I wanted to achieve when I came here, and I summed it up with adventure and money, I'm pretty sure a city of gold.
I mean, I've been there. Really ostentatious for me.
I would imagine the city of gold would be ostentatious.
Kind of an eyesore once you've been in it for like 24 hours.
Of course.
Great place though. Fantastic drinks. Lovely women. One problem is the clothes made out of gold too. I mean, fucking.
Gold
I get
thread.
it. It's so
such a great thing to make thread out of actual gold, but I mean, it's a bit much.
Would you be able to show us on a map where that might be, ma'am? I suppose when, once we're outside of this tower.
That was a moving city.
Oh, it moved.
Oh, it moves.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
The lord in charge of that city, he's a paranoid son of a bitch.
Well, the one if you own a
See,
city made of gold,
I don't know if you know or you knew, but the Sheath Lords didn't quite get along a lot.
I have gained that impression from observation by book.
And when you got a city made out of gold, you do your best to protect your investment. So it kind of moves around a bunch of different places. I'm not sure how. I think it's like spatial displacement. Like it's not actually there, but it displaces the area around it, so you think it's there. Something like that,
Sounds complicated, so it probably is. Very well.
In theory, there is a place that actually contains it, but it's just projecting itself elsewhere.
So you're saying you visited it as, a floating trap
in a projection
city. So yes, the real whatever it was you said,
Taith
Ainanon is still somewhere out there in the forest?
Probably.
Interesting.
Probably easier to access it in one of its projections.
I would imagine so. You're doing it again, Kina.
Sorry.
Fidget.
Trying to just.
There we go. Alright, cool.
I know muting when you remove and put your headset on every 10 seconds is hard. But
It's hard to
an
get
option.
comfortable with this headset with it having no padding left on its ears.
You should get a new headset.
Oh, just buy new padding.
I just don't know how.
Yeah.
Buy a pair of earmuffs and cut them up.
You would be
And
surprised.
just add them to the headphones.
If you just look up a model of headphones on like Amazon, you can usually find replacement ear bits. In fact,
replacement bits.
yeah, last time some died on an old pair of Sennheisers of mine, I looked up replacement ones, and then there were replacement ones that were twice as comfy as the ones I'd started with. I was like, fuck, I'd have just bought these because it also came in a 6-pack. But, whatever, live and learn.
Then get love.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I can in fact order on Amazon earpad set for this specific wireless headset model.
Yeah,
Well,
and I would be willing to bet that it's a multi-pack as well.
I think it's just a spare set, just 2.
Yeah, that'd be not Asian knockoff enough, I suppose. Sennheisers get a lot of knockoffs, but they were surprisingly quality.
Let's see if I can get this on Yahoo on Amazon.ca.
Yeah, in Canada.
It's too bad Canada didn't decide to do .eh instead.
Canada.a.
.a.
.co.a.
Amazon.com .a.
.com.a.
Whichever.
That would never work.
.a.
.a.
Oh wait.
Amazon.a.
Oh my god.
What's that?
It
They have
is $41 on the CA site.
What?
What is
For
that?
replacement earbuds?
Just for the ear pads.
That's fucked up.
The actual headset is about $100. Just 100.
But even like,
It's just
yeah,
like-
no, even like $100
That's
headphones
like
of like
half the cost.
$3
Just,
fucking
just the
pads.
All right, back to Amazon.com, I guess.
Crazy. Crazy. Oh well. Yeah. Would you have any idea where to locate it then, Mr. Mim? If it's traveling, as you say, or displacing.
Well, I would try outside of Taith Dergar, Taith a Nemron, Taith Deogar, you know, some of the major cities around town. Yeah.
I don't know of any of those. I think they've all collapsed. Or are all hidden away in seclusion, sustained by crazy magic. Tends to be the rumor going around.
Well,
Basically, these are the
I-
Fey Wilds, and they're, unexplored territory once again.
so what you're saying is y'all fucked up everything.
Well, not us specifically. I imagine the Fey fucked
Oh.
things up originally many a time ago.
That is fair. That is fair.
And then I believe there was a
But-
big Suruk uprising.
Yeah, yeah. That combined with the humans and the elves and everybody else attacking us, kind of fucked everything up.
I'm not surprised.
Hey.
I'm still of the belief that even if they hadn't, the Fae seem the kind of rulers inclined to explode each other anyway.
Speaking
mean,
of,
You could say the same about like the gods, and they still around.
I mean, most of them, yes.
speaking of fucking things up, you wouldn't happen to know anything about great green flashes of light, would you?
Great green flashes. I don't know.
Guess we'll just have to keep
Nothing
waiting for
specific.
that to.
Boil over
Well,
and herald the end times.
It was. It was right after we got out of the Mage Tower the first time, I think. Actually.
Huh.
Our character wasn't
It
that
smells
what that
like,
beholder did. Zolda.
No.
You guys didn't set off some kind of defensive thing, or get
I
exploded
don't
by a fireball or
think
something.
so. I can't recall anything particularly. Oh, we opened a door that said "Do not open,"
Well, that seems...
but "Do not open" was scrawled in ply mark or knife mark.
Oh no, then
I
that
don't
sounds...
think that would have been something you did.
That sounds entirely safe, though, yes.
But this door, he will stick his head through the illusion.
Yeah.
Ah, someone did deface it. That's weird.
So did not deskull it.
Ah. Huh. But what was in there? I mean,
A statue of an iconic.
a
Oh,
what?
wait, is that what they're called?
Iconograph.
Yeah, an iconograph.
I have no idea what that is.
Like a statue of a really important person from history.
Most statues are. They don't make statues out of, you know, Joe Nothings.
Preppa struggles to come up with a better way to explain it and fails.
Are these statues magic?
Like,
I can't say I've ever
the
seen an
The
iconograph.
first of their kind-ish. Mostly adventuring types, I think.
So what, there would be an iconograph fighter?
Yes. But there was also some that weren't. Like, well, I know we've run into one of them. What was it? That like wasn't an obvious adventure. Or am I just thinking of the fact that we talked about the chef?
We talked about the chef. We've not yet come across the iconic chef.
Yeah. But I
Not yet.
thought we.
Or the
thought we
iconic
ran into
luchador.
One.
iconic commoner.
Oh my god, the iconic commoner. I would love to see the statue of the iconic luchador.
It would have to be my fairy luchador.
Yeah.
That I've always wanted to make.
I'm
But
just gonna
is
direct
now
you to the flowchart of Nopes.
But the statue would be 10 feet high of a fairy.
Yep. There's just a tiny little fairy inside.
Fair enough.
Alright, so statue inside. Normally just like where we conduct the ceremony. You know. Like, you did it, you opened the door. Congratulations, you're a wizard. Here's your fucking robe and hat.
Well, I see. I don't know, maybe there was something spooky in there.
Yeah.
Shrug.
I don't know. Kind of imprisoned, you know,
Yeah.
a long time before the everything went to shit.
Yep. Or you weren't and you forgot. Hard to say.
Or I forgot, yeah. And I wouldn't remember because I.
You see, that's the kind of thing that would drive me crazy. The idea that I might forget things that I forgot and continue in a terrible cycle. So far, I think every day's been different, so I'm safe from this. For now.
But how would you know?
Because I can remember the day previous and...
What did you have for breakfast 3 years ago and 22 days ago? You remember anything that happened on that day?
Well, it's entirely possible I don't.
Exactly. Could be missing time. Could be nothing at all.
Fair.
I know
Since
what
you
I
made
had
me
on. I
paranoid
know what I
about
had
it,
for breakfast.
I will
on that
make
day.
you paranoid about it.
Well, I can guess what you had, Laka. Yes. Has she been drinking blood during, like, the journey? Got
I don't know. Does she have stockpiles of blood?
a plastic baggie of slave for the journey. Nom nom nom.
That's she's got her followers, so
That's true.
her dom.
Yep.
I wonder
Everything
what.
from Dom is
Mommy.
pretty cute. Yeah, okay then. Shall we continue our journey to this unicorn village, or is that, you know, our answers sorted, so we should go back to the Haven?
What was from the unicorn village?
Well, trying to learn where the City of Gold is and someone who can speak She, but we have the glorious Mims company now.
But does Mim know? But how do we still don't know how to find the city though?
Well, we need to go to some of these other tiths, I suppose, that are on the map. And that sounds like a chance for plunder at the very least. If not a route to the displaced City of Gold itself.
Right.
Maybe I can mark one down on your map.
Yes, that would be appreciated.
Let's see, which one would be best for you guys?
Are we able
No,
to
that
see the
guy.
map?
He's just talking to himself while he's looking at your map.
Yep. Yeah, we're still looking at the tower itself though.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see.
As you can see, there is a lot of it that is unexplored, as it were.
The hell's an Alacray?
Unicorn Centaur.
Huh.
Yeah, they made a village up there, probably in sometime between now and the time you died and now.
There's one in Haven.
Oh shit, Argentier's still around?
Who's he
I'd
what?
have thought that old coot would have died long ago.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, the arena. We haven't specifically seen the owner, but the arena is still there.
Indeed,
Oh.
yeah,
Named it after him.
maybe.
Whatever.
Or maybe he is still there. I'm interested in seeing this arena.
It's been very fun. Both times we went.
Argentier was a bit of an asshole back in the day.
I suspect that when you describe any of the Fae, that it's probably going to be they were an asshole back in the day, and then usually followed with but, or just end there, and you get to discover if they're an interesting Fae or not.
Usually not a butt. Well, they're all assholes. There are other qualities about them. Now, Argentier was one of those jock wizards, you know.
What? A bard?
Nah, Eldritch Knight.
I see.
Liked to enchant his armor himself and go into combat with like a big sword.
Well, I mean, I can see the appreciable nature of wearing enchanted armor and rushing into battle with a big sword. Admittedly, I prefer big chainsaw. Sometimes.
But if there's like an actual arena there with you people running around, he's probably not there. She Garden? Well, you guys encountered other people and didn't kill other sheep?
Sure.
Well, there were a couple Fae there. I don't know if there were any actual she.
Ah, fairies. All right, gotcha. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Galardon. What's that little village doing?
Uh,
Last I saw them, they're just a tiny little mining.
you'd
a very
you'd been
large
pretty
city there now.
surprised.
Is that where the maids came from?
Yes,
That's where I bought
they're a
cocaine.
very, very lucrative slave trading business. Or had anyway. They've kind of secluded themselves.
I mean, it seems secluded if we're all doing business with them, surely.
It's a funny story. We got it in the first time.
Yeah, I might have to pay them a visit.
It's probably to avoid all the people who are like, oh no, slavery, why, that's bad.
Slavery is perfectly fine. Some people just can't be trusted to think and act for themselves.
Right. Fair enough.
I like that awkward cough in the middle of there. It's like, yeah, I'm just restraining myself.
No, everything's fine. I just have a bit of a cough. I've been out of the water for a few days now.
Galadon might have a slight aversion to floating talking skulls.
Oh yeah, they don't like undead.
What? I mean,
He's not undead. He's just a magic skull.
yeah, technically not undead here. Just bound my spirit into a skull. That's all.
I mean, that sounds like a very close thing to the undead distinction, but I'll take your word for it.
Try and turn me. Turn me. One of you's got to be a cleric. You're in every
No.
adventure party. Come on, try it.
Kariba?
No.
I've been Oracle.
She
Don't do any
channels
of that.
positive. She doesn't turn though.
Weird old
No.
Oracle, a Scion, a a magic barbarian? And what are you supposed to be? He'll look at No Beard.
He's a dancer.
I thought that was whatever could. No, that is also. No
He's
Beard.
not so much of a dancer.
I was going to
as
say,
someone that doesn't have any
I'm pretty sure that one
skill.
of his combat maneuvers is a dance,
Yeah, it is.
and it's really got a high score.
So I mean, got like the knockoff wizard, you got the knockoff priest, you got the knockoff warrior, or you just like the knockoff, tinker.
Shrug. Well, we're effective knockoffs, I suppose. See, I get to say that I do magic and smash things with a big weapon.
It's crazy Bobby here.
He's crazy, Bob.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a shame.
Oh wow.
Maybe one day he will return to us.
Grace us with this present.
But yeah.
All right. Well, let's see.
Neat.
What place would be still kicking around? No, that one's probably gone. That guy definitely blew himself up. I will guarantee you. If anything of this guy's stuff is still around, you want to avoid that place. Dude loved cursed items.
Which place?
That'd be Taith
I ain't
Deer.
telling you.
It sounded like a cursed items kind of place.
Like, he's just looking at the map and musing to himself.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Old Zarafel, this city, well, probably still kicking around.
What was it like?
Well, he was big on the slave trade, like your Gallardon. But his was of a more, let's say, artificial bent.
I see. Okay then. It was a warforged maker.
Golems, mostly.
Oh, okay. Well, they're more simple, I suppose.
One of his apprentices, got contracted to make the guy in the tower there.
Huh. Interesting. It's surprising how it all still links together after such time. Yes, where is this golem maker?
I'm just gonna jam a pencil in Lynn's mouth.
Hey, what are you doing that for?
For penciling. It's fine, I can scribble on this.
Even sticking like pencil in his mouth does not prevent him from talking.
Excellent. Oh god, this is a long journey by river.
Let's see.
There you go.
Taith Varen. Okay.
That is quite the distance.
I'd like to see him write that with a pencil in his mouth.
12 days.
He tells you that.
Perhaps 10 to get there.
Now, I would be a little worried about any constructs there, but Nothing a group of strapping young adventurers like yourself shouldn't be able to handle. But on the plus side, the constructs probably kept the place in relatively tippy top shape.
Fair enough.
If they're still around. Place could be blown to hell. I don't know.
Yes. I suppose we should return to Haven and fetch that boat then.
I wish I could teleport.
Oh, believe me, teleporting is not all it's cracked up to be.
I would like to be able to do it, and I will soon. I swear I will. If we could level up, if we could just level up.
Trust me, you do not want to get caught in the middle. Remember that void I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get really chummy with yourself.
I
Get caught in the
see.
middle. We once lost an apprentice for 3 years, I think.
Oh, well. It doesn't sound fun at all.
Somebody finally noticed he was missing, and we summoned him. He was not the same.
3 years
What about
is
badgers?
3 years is quite a long time.
I mean, it's all right. It's like a really good party.
Must be different when you're immortal.
I suppose.
Suppose I'll ask the question, does anything unexpected happen on our return to Haven?
I don't do random encounters because they just bog down the game.
Fair enough, we are not attacked by a
did it a couple times.
legion of Fey badgers. Although for some reason it was just exposition.
No,
Foreshadowing.
I
Hey, the person who originally bothered the Fey Badger is, for all intents and purposes, gone.
That's true. The badger's curse succeeded.
the have to fight the Fey Badger of World's End,
Nice.
where when you finally defeat it, you have to eat the whole corpse.
Yep.
Or else be mega cursed.
Yep. Don't worry, you get a whole
Giga
city to
curse.
join you. Sorry, this
Oh, that's
No,
ultra cursed.
Has to be one
Oh
person.
no. Can you at least cook it?
I think cooking was allowed,
Fair enough.
but Magic Ted did it.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna need to- you're gonna
it's
make-
half
You're
of
gonna
the
need to
stuff,
make a
yeah.
lot of badger jerky.
And until you finish it, you are mega cursed.
So cursed, you guys.
Ultra cursed.
Like, so totally
Fucking
cursed.
hella cursed, you guys. Holy shit.
Like, oh my god.
I got so fucking cursed last night, you guys.
You also have to eat the bones.
Crunchy.
It's just
You have to eat the
grind that.
entire body.
Because you can just grind that. You can
Make
use the
it
bones
bread.
to make
Bread.
soup stock.
You could grind that
You
bones.
can just
to
grind,
make
and
it
you can
bread.
grind them up.
And snort them.
That'll speed the job along. Just start inhaling.
Okay, so what if you cast disintegrate on the corpse? Then it turns into dust.
And then you
and
eat
you
the
mix
dust.
it into smoothies.
Yeah, but then the dust has a chance of like blowing away.
You would have
Yeah.
to contain it in a big thing
Oh,
first.
that's
yeah.
in World's End sized.
Uh,
God, to keep it from
Now, if
rotting, you also have to cast magic on it every fucking morning. Like, oh, I gotta cast my anti-stank on the badger again.
Oh, what's it? Gentle Repose actually lasts for days at a time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nom nom nom.
Let that be a
Yeah.
lesson to anyone becoming a lich or a demi-lich. Gentle Repose lasts for several days at a time and prevents rotting.
Yep.
You don't have to become a zombie lich, guys.
Yeah.
You can just
Yeah.
be a normal, fresh corpse.
I'd rather just be a skeleton.
I think I would
lich
probably go full Skelebob.
using like alter self.
Full what?
Full Skelebob.
Skeleton lich with alter self is my plan for Third&D.
Can I just go Draco Lich instead, somehow? I'll pull a Diablo and put me in a Soul Shard and then cram that in a dragon, then become the dragon, everything's great. Set. Sorted. Done.
But if it is like Diablo, then you warp the form you're in to more resemble your original.
Then it becomes a dragon lady, and that's also just AO fucking K.
You'd have some dragon elements, but you'd mostly go back to your original.
That sounds fine.
Like,
and then what you do is you keep going
like
from that form to more dragon and dragon and dragon until the percentage shifts.
like Fem Diablo from Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Still looked mostly like Diablo, just had some curves.
Yeah,
to it.
no, that's fine. Yeah, so you just go from dragon to dragon, like, so you get more, you gain more of the percentage by sheer weight of jumping into them. You get scalier and scalier. Yeah.
Scalia.
Welcome to Haven, man.
Oh, Scalia. All right. Well, I think we'll cut it now.
Yeah, but I suppose
alright.
before that, though, does he go say hi to the succubus so we can tick that boik off?
I can do some teaching, but really want to, get out and go.
I mean,
Can I come with you guys?
we can do it in stages, sure. As long as you're willing every now and again when we're crashing here to spend a bit more time with an incredibly attractive lady. I don't know how
Oh, hell
you'll
yeah.
manage to take that bullet.
The fact that she is chaste is a little bit of a problem, but the fact that I have no penis
I mean, the two cancel each other
kind
out.
of helps that problem.
I mean, if you think about it as well, if she wasn't chaste, she'd still be into the soul drinking. Penisless you may be, soulless, not so much.
Wait, who's soulless?
No, I'm saying you aren't, but because she's chaste, she won't drink the soul out of you, penis or no penis.
Succubi don't drain souls.
I thought they'd drink your souls out, Yokriek. I was always told that's how that worked.
That's actually a little racist. I am offended for her.
I suppose I don't have the dick to test the theory.
This really is a Tumblr lips.
Yeah, fuck. Does he cross-class into Social Justice Warrior?
He's not that bad.
No. It's fine. Never go full frog. Alright.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Are you?
Are you?
Anyway.
Moderately.
Okay.
That'll pass.
All things pass. This is the future of the internet. Nothing is forever. Unless it was
yeah.
embarrassing, and then it would then it will haunt you. Okay.
Unless it's embarrassing, in which case you'll wake up, 30 minutes after going to bed every night thinking about it. Even if it happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. Alright. So, that journey was not successful for Abri's first job
I
out.
mean-
She has made a net loss of the food that she ate on the journey there and back.
No, we failed in what we were going for, but we didn't need to go to the Alacray village because we found somebody who speaks she.
And also found a potential lead on making it to a lost city of gold. Which I think is what Abri is most excited about getting into.
I didn't even, think about that. And then you brought it up and you're like, oh yeah, he would know stuff like that.
Yay! I'm smart.
So
Kind of like the she language thing. I didn't think about it, and then you brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, he would know about that.
Woo!
so our destination is this.
Yeah, Taith.
Here.
Taith Avern. We'll take a boat and leave it parked and make sure that there's an anti-Gripply guard on board.
Yeah, you guys want to watch yourselves around those Gripply. They got sticky fingers.
Dude, now who's the racist?
Hey, I mean, we engineered them. We get to say it.
That's, you know what? You know what? Yeah, okay. Fair. Alright then. I suppose if that is us calling El Sessiono done here, if you're watching the stream or you're watching the VOD, I hope that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care. Look out for floating scolds and sticky fingered frogs.
Yep.